Okay. And we should be live. Hello everyone. Welcome to stream.
Hello, Mario.
Hello
Hello,
Mario.
Mario.
Hello, Mario.
Are we live? Okay, yeah, we're
Yeah.
live. Sorry.
I think I'm alive and breathing.
It wasn't going to live for me. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we're going to finish up act 6 act 5 this stream, and then spend most of it on act 6 intermission 5, which is kind of insane. Hello in chat. Hello chat. Cheshire generic client. Hell yeah.
Hang on, I'm like dropping the links everywhere.
Yeah. We're
Currently
still in the beginning.
spamming the links across every
Yeah.
single server.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like click in chat.
God. Anyway, hello. I am your host, Melanie Archer, here with a lot of new people this week. But first, as always, I have Salted Pearls with me,
Hi, guys.
and then as well we have returning Gino.
Hi.
And then I think for either the first or second time, Alana.
Hello. It would be the second time for me.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then actually for the first time, because I thought it was it was his second, Reptile.
Hello, world. I'm not a computer, I promise.
And then returning now that he doesn't work during these, Bryce.
Hi. I don't work
Hey.
during these.
You don't work during these anymore. God. But yeah, no, we
That's-
are almost like 75% of the way done, which is kind of insane. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
I was thinking today while I was working, and I was just like, I didn't realize how fucking close we are to the end until I was
No.
like, wait, we're already at the Alpha Kids God tiering. Oh my god.
Yeah, we are about like we are on the precipice of finally getting to Act 6,
Mm.
Cresting the hill.
which is insane, by the way. Last stream, someone mentioned last stream that like we officially have passed where Voxus is in their Let's Read, which is crazy. That's so crazy.
Damn.
Honestly.
Crazy. I was great. Alright, anyway.
No.
No! I can't start a stream like this!
No. God.
It's
All
too
right.
late. It's already happening.
The room's already rubber,
temptation.
Sam. You can't escape.
God. All right, let's get into this.
Alright.
They're here. We're almost to game over. Here's the thing. No, we're fucking not.
What do you mean we're not?
wait.
What?
You can't just
No,
say that
what?
and then just say, no, we're fucking not.
No, because we're not even close to game over. Game over doesn't happen
Nuh-uh.
until like Act 6, Act 4, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my
It happens that fucking late?
It happens
It's a
that
while
late.
into
I remember it happening earlier. What the
No,
hell?
it is so late into the comic. Like, let me consult my little guide here. I think it's literally no, it is the intermission of Act 6, Act 3. So Act 6, intermission 3 is game over.
Yeah, and it like hops between that and the act, if I remember correctly from the Flash.
Yeah. Cuz the thing of it is that like when it comes to Act 6, I was explaining this to Bryce earlier actually. The actual
yeah.
the actual acts of Act 6 are just Caliborn's bullshit that he's doing.
Yeah.
Whereas Act 6, like the Act 6 intermissions, are actually where we get to see the rest of the cast that isn't just fucking Caliborn.
Huh.
God.
The reason they were explaining that is because I said that VOFT has a not VOFT. Close enough. That Homestuck has a really stupid fucking structure, and that it's annoying that you need a website to decipher the arcs.
And I have made an entire graph on to explain it all, so it is very simple to me now.
I remember
is it
showing that
complicated?
graph
The
with
arrows
one of
only
my
go
closest
forward.
friends who was asking about how long Homestuck was, and I remember showing the graph that you made to him, and
Yeah.
he was like, "What the fuck?" Why is
For
it so
completely
big?
innocent reasons. Can I see that graph too?
I can.
I also wish to terrify my friends.
I will throw that graph in voice chat.
I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Also Jade.
Jade!
It's her.
She
Yeah,
It's
this
the
is
girl.
this is the act guide that I made. In chat.
God damn.
Oh my god, it's so massive. I can't even. I have
Even
to
I
zoom
keep forgetting
in.
how big it is.
You have
They
to
open in
open
browser.
it in browser.
Jesus Christ.
You
Oh
have
my
to open
God.
it in browser.
You have to open it in browser and then zoom it in like 500%.
I forget that that's why he takes so long to get back, is because she fucking teleports him outside of the furthest ring, basically.
Lol, get fucked, loser.
El Bozo.
You walked me out of Prospect. That
Get
was my
furthest
house,
ringed
lady.
asshole.
God.
Hi.
You come into my house. You teleport me out of my
Oh.
house.
Away from my stab victims.
Are you Jake?
Yeah.
Hi, Jake. I'm Jade. It's nice to finally meet you.
Wow. Yeah.
And you must be Jane?
Me? Oh, yes.
It's nice to meet you too, Jane.
Yes.
So, Jake.
Also, do we want? Is it okay if it's zoomed out this much, or should I zoom in to like where we had it, and then we just go up
Enhance.
to here?
Yeah.
I'll go up to this one. Okay, yeah, we'll zoom in over here.
Where are your pants?
Oh.
That ass.
Oh my
Oh, great heavens!
No, but like I used to be in the swim team, and there was a dude on the swim
Damn.
team who just wore speedos.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all.
You just said
Oh.
exactly what he said.
Oh my god.
Okay, but the greatest thing is he actually did get a scholarship to ASU full ride for his swimming.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Swag.
I
Yeah.
hope he's doing well. I hope he's wearing pants.
I hope this gave you
fucking
more
wild.
fabric to work with.
Oh my god.
Her imperial condescension. Spring trap.
Huh?
Times two combo.
Holy fucking shit. No way.
Was that the trap of 2013?
Oh my god. I'm going to fucking
Hi,
die.
welcome to chat, Emperor Dogs.
You're joining in at a very fun time.
It's time for Mind Control 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Speaking of Emperor Dogs, ayo.
Oh, I can't wait to
Whoa.
do Grimdark Jade.
I loved listening to you do your Grimbark Jade voice for the epilogues.
Gotta get more barky.
Jade, gain melanin.
Grimdark Jade. Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis? Thank you for catching on to it being a Metal Gear thing.
Yeah. I was
my
gonna
God.
do it anyways. I hear a growly voice and I think snake.
Mm.
Big frowny faces.
Uh-oh.
Oh damn.
Dun dun dun.
I love how these sync up together. It's so fucking good.
It really
Yeah.
is. Shoot. I don't know what noises to make here.
That was good. That was a good noise. That's
Dude,
what you
these
just
are like
did.
the most
Obey, obey, obey,
fucking
obey.
frames.
White
Grimdark
noise, white
Jade
noise, white
and
noise.
Crocker Corp Jane is like fucking
Honestly.
so cool. Oh, poor Jake, bro. No.
Great heavens!
Obey. You got to do like a warrior's cry.
I almost actually fully
Yeah.
screamed, and then I realized I don't want to annoy our
Can-
neighbors.
Oh,
Can we get-
we have neighbors.
our poor viewers.
Can we get a Dave war cry?
Ah!
I'm going to commit various war crimes. If you get that reference, God bless you.
I'll be wanted in at least 13 countries.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even convention, more like
More like Geneva.
suggestion.
Mustard? How about mustard gang?
God.
Ah!
Doof!
Just like a street fair like that.
I'm glad we're all just here doing efforts.
I
Yeah.
am just trying to do as many noises as I can.
Zap.
God, and then Dirk just gets like flung into the
Oh,
literal
get
stratosphere.
furthest ringed, idiot.
Oh my God, we need to make that into a meme.
You know, maybe
Bone
the signs that
Jones.
they were bad at, maybe the signs they were
Dirk.
bad at being evil were there from the start. They should have thrown them into like the planet.
Dirk misses every attack, asked to leave Homestuck.
Bone Jones. Hey, should I get pizza or make rice balls? Make rice balls.
Pizza.
Rice balls.
Fucking love rice balls.
Depends. Are you going to fill the rice balls with anything?
Or is it just going to be
Pizza.
plain rice
Yeah, if
Well, the rice
it's, if
balls
it's
with
just a
pizza, it's a
rice ball,
compromise.
but like,
with nothing in it?
oh,
Yeah,
you know what
fuck
I'm
it,
now
we rice
craving
ball.
just because of that?
What's
What?
up?
Fucking onigiri.
I really want
Ooh.
That would be
Shit.
cool. Oh, dude, if only we still
Mel,
live
you
next
wanna-
to the Hana World, that'd be awesome.
Hey Mel, you want to DoorDash me some sushi?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank
After
God.
Subway?
DoorDash
Bro,
is
su-
too
sushi and
expensive.
Subway.
It is.
I have
agree.
Dash Pass.
It's like tacos and sushi, but more depressing.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation, Dirk Strider.
Freeze frame, record scratch.
Oh,
Scratch.
Yeah, it's gonna
God
be
damn
tuna
it.
mayo.
Tuna mayo? Yeah, then absolutely rice balls.
Yeah, rice
Rice
balls.
balls.
Oh. God, just the way that these poor people are being absolutely manhandled.
Honestly.
You
Especially since
fucking let
Jane's
go of me,
essentially
you're hurting
choking
my
out.
arm. God damn.
Poor Jake, he's just getting choked.
Oh, who's gonna do Condi?
Suckers.
End
There
of
you go.
Act 6, Act 5.
We did it.
We
That
did
was a
it!
fun stream, everybody. It's been fun.
Woo!
Yeah, that's
Alright,
it.
See you guys
See you
next
next week.
All right, see you later,
God,
guys.
imagine.
We need
Wow,
to
that was a
get
great
back
first
at-
stream.
We
A bunch
did-
of efforts, and then
Later,
that's it.
suckers.
We stream for
Later.
13 minutes and then we leave. That's it. God.
Shows up, makes a reference,
Get
does
further
effort, grunts,
drink,
leaves
idiot.
without explanation.
A lot of fucking in chat. God, that's great.
Yeah, I made the thing. I decided to
That
make
was
the thing. I
beautiful.
could not make the thing.
I'm gonna put it up on stream. I'm gonna put that image up on stream.
Actually, I could make a second one.
Okay, okay, it is way, it is so tiny. Wait,
Oh shit, my order's here. I'll it back.
Go
Oh
get
my
your food,
gosh.
Gino.
get furthest ringed, idiot. There, it is now on stream.
Here, hang on. I got the second one ready.
Yes. Oh my god, wait, let me see.
Fuck
Wait,
yes.
Gino was supposed to be car cat. Wait, fuck.
Wait, oh no!
That's
we are going
fucking
to go
hilarious.
into an intermission.
Hey, so while you're here, make
Oh
sure
my
that you're
God.
subscribed and you ring that bell.
Yeah, so that
Shit,
you can
sorry.
get a notification every time we stream.
Dave, are you there?
Try again.
Try again.
Oh, sorry. Come in, Dave.
I think not.
This is Carcat.
God,
Over.
man.
Answer me, you jack off. Don't be all like you're too busy to pick up. Who are you trying to, kid? You are quite possibly the only person on this meteor who's gotten even less, person on this meteor who's got even less on his nutrition plateau than me. Even the mayor has a more demanding schedule than we do. Let's face the fucking facts. What, did you think you can did you think Cantown runs itself? Fat chance. Dave? God damn it, Dave. I have a problem. No. I have a problem. No. We have a problem.
Also,
God
that funny
fucking
clown.
damn it, Dave.
That funny clown in chat said, "Did you know you actually breathe air?" That's insane.
You're
Guys,
lying to me.
We could be breathing in John
Sounds
right
fake.
now.
Pretty cringe,
Nah.
buddy.
There's no way, dude.
Sky is visible to the naked eye. We can't be much more than a few hours away. This is it. This is what we've been waiting. Fucking coming, Dave is still getting me. We can't be much more.
Sorry, I'm just too funny.
We can't be more. This is
You
it.
got it, you
This
got
is what
it.
we've been waiting for. 3 of the longest human years we'll ever have to live for the rest of our lives. Sunk into this depressing laboratory, which all accounts should never have. Which never have functioned as anything but our ethereal tomb. I have no idea how we're even supposed to stop this thing. Do you? Ah, well, sending it to blast off somewhere at the speed of light sure seemed like a good idea at the time. And now that we're finally here, after all the waiting and drama and boredom and stupid bullshit with our ancestral ghosts, and even disregarding the one hilariously neglected detail that this meteor has no fucking brakes, I still don't think we're ready for this. I don't. How do I even begin to address this shit? Okay, how about this? Since I can't think of a better general purpose question to help break the ice in literally any imaginable social situation.
Look at her.
Oh, girl.
Moisturized, in her lane. Wear
She
your
looks
fucking
more
pants.
Oh my god.
My pants? What are you talking about? They're on my legs.
Talking to you.
Oh,
Dave, we have a big problem here.
what?
I think it's time we had a... What did you call it? An intervention?
For Rose?
No, not Rose. Why would I be thinking about Rose? She didn't have a major problem that she needs to be confronted about by her friends before she flushes her whole life down the graper, does she?
Yeah, kind of.
Why? Because... Why? Because she likes to drink that goofy human sporterific that makes her a lot funnier and more charming than usual? How is that a problem? I was talking about Terezi.
Man, Terezi doesn't need an intervention. She just drinks a lot of soda.
How can you not see that as a huge fucking problem?
It's red fizzy shit water, dude. Who cares?
Okay, we can just once acknowledge that we are mutual aliens to each other and such possibly have different values and standards about things Just this one time, Dave. Thanks.
Terezi has made her choices. Among them was to begin guzzling untold liters that putrid circus cola. Think of it as like a rite of passage. Like something that just goes with the territory when someone you know almost imperceptibly begins turning into a juggalo. Wait, fuck. Maybe she does need an intervention.
She needs to wake up so we can talk to her about this. She won't wake up. What do I do?
Did you try kicking her?
Yes.
I'm out of ideas.
Open sesame.
Well, that's about all I can do.
Well, whenever she wakes up, we all need to have a serious talk about this. If she's in this condition when we get to a new session, it'll be a goddamn embarrassment. Not to mention deadly. Need I remind you who's still following us? She doesn't look primed for battle from where I'm standing. We need to act as as a unified front, Dave. We need to let her know that as her friends, we can't stand by and watch her degrade herself like this.
Man, I don't know. Sounds like you want to make this needlessly melodramatic.
Stand by, I'm putting you on speaker crab.
Speaker crab.
Yes, speaker crab.
Man, don't put me on speaker crab.
She needs to hear from you, Dave. She trusts you.
God, honestly, she can do whatever she wants. I put this all behind me a while ago. Why do you really want me in on this conversation? Is it just that you don't know what to say by yourself?
Maybe it is, Dave. Maybe that's exactly what it fucking is. I'm sorry, I'm not a god tier. I'm not so fortunate as to be blessed with a gift of gab like you.
What?
That badge you earned, you know, the one that makes it easier to talk to people. Like, really open up about your feelings and say whatever needs to be said.
That's what you think that does?
Isn't it?
No, dude, that's not what Gift of Gab does.
Okay, then what does it do, wise guy?
Its utility isn't really comprehensible to lowly mortals. Sorry.
You snide shoot hover. Why don't you come over here so I can push you off this building?
Nah.
I'm putting you on speaker crab, and then together we are going to keep it real as shit. Do you hear me?
What do you actually want from her? Do you want her to stop drinking Faygo and falling asleep in puddles of red fructose corn slobber? Or do you want her to somehow address the root of those habits and cut all that gout for good?
Yes, I want her to do that. The latter thing.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. But in situations like this, I think you need to remind yourself there's only so much you can do for someone. And maybe they aren't going to want or need your help, and you just have to figure out how to deal with that. Like, at some point in your life, one of your friends might start spending all her time with a guy you think is bad news. And you have to decide if you need to intervene as a friend or just let it go. Because people can change or drift apart or whatever, because that's just something that happens.
Dave, your wisdom, my god, it's knocking my socks off. Holy shit, please tell me the secret of your wise ways. And while you're at it, maybe you could tell me what the fuck you're talking about?
Look, all I'm saying is there comes a time in every young woman's life when she has to come to terms with a decision to gradually morph into a juggalo while all her friends and loved ones watch in dismay. Terezi has strolled through the dark carnival and taken a great brooding whiff of that decision's festive asshole. And the choice she has made is all too clear. She's down with the clown.
No, don't say that.
It's true, man. You can live in denial for only so long, but as your bro, I have to say it like it is. She and Gamzee, man, that is literally a thing. They are in the hate square together. Totally kiss-miss spades, dude.
That's not what I mean. I mean, I know that. Can you scroll down, please?
Sorry, that funny clown in chat, it looks like did a super chat for 1000 CLP. I don't know what CLP is.
1,000 claptraps?
1,000 capital?
Oh no.
No.
I got Carnegie Library of
Okay.
Pittsburgh. I don't think that's right.
I also got Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh.
CLP currency.
Hey, thank you.
Chilean pesos, that's what it is.
Oh.
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 Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Greetings.
What is it?
1,000
Gracias for the pesos.
to US dollars.
It's yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's
That's so sweet of you.
$1.07.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Alright, anyway. Just. That's not what I mean. I mean, I know that. Just why do you have to put everything so colorfully? I guess I do the same thing, but you always seem to take things to a different level of gross. Just please say shit normally for a change, okay? Regarding Gamesy, yeah, I knew about that already.
Oh, really? Then what the fuck have I been tiptoeing around all this time? God damn. I thought this was supposed to be like this big secret that would destroy you if you found out.
I had so much in my mouth, sorry.
Good job.
Motherfucker, please. Do you think I'm an idiot? I've suspected this was going on for a long time. I just like being like you. Playing it cool, letting her do whatever.
Then why is it a problem now?
Because it's the last straw. We're supposed to be ready for action by now. Not comatose, half-naked, Fago sticky. Sounds like a good Friday night. God. I wonder what sort of bullshit he's got her believing now about the mirthful messiahs and Shangri-La, all that garbage. It makes me so sad to think she's caught up on his superstitious web of lies. It's been awful watching the person I used to know slowly drift away from me, to the point where she might as well be gone. How'd you manage to deal with that?
What?
You and she used to see each other all the time. What happened? Well, I wouldn't know about see each other. But...
Like I said, I just put it behind me. She started sneaking around in vents and stuff, acting suspicious, trying to hide the fact that she was seeing him. Like, she was obviously ashamed of it and worried how I'd react. But it was hella transparent that was going on, so I just said, that's fine. Y'all can do your Black Rom thing with the Juggalo. It's your decision. But I can't keep playing along. I can't do the quadrant thing. It's just too weird for me. I'm not a troll, and I'm not all open-minded about getting multicultural. I still don't understand the spades thing, and it makes me really fucking uncomfortable, even trying to imagine how that works. And I sure as fuck don't want to date anybody who's got a hate clown on the side. So I said no hard feelings. I still like you and all. Do whatever makes you happy. I'll just be over here in the hypergravity chamber training to beat Lord English.
You have a hypergravity chamber?
No.
Oh.
But what about you? Haven't you been talking to Gamzee this whole time? Or is he just balls out lying to you about sneaking around the meteor with Terezi? I thought Moirels were supposed to be open with each other about stuff like that.
Gamzee ended our more allegiance quite some time ago.
Oh, shit. Sorry to hear about that.
It's fine. It was really a dead-end pale relationship. At first, it really seemed like I was a necessary part of his life, keeping his shit under control. But as time went on, he got completely disinterested and wasn't keeping up with his end of the thing at all. He started getting unbelievably self-satisfied and pious, like way more than he ever was before. Like he was just so completely convinced that he's found his calling, and that this session is the gateway to the promised land. Where he'll fulfill his destiny. He's so caught up in this idiotic schemes that he couldn't give a fuck about me anymore. Whatever. At least he stopped killing people.
Amazing.
For now.
I spent 3 years on this rock and never said one thing to the guy. I saw him once, though. Just a glimpse in a dark hallway. It's kind of like seeing a blurry purple Bigfoot with a huge boner.
Oh, God. That fucking God tier outfit. What a goddamn faker. I can't for the life of me imagine where he got that thing. And how Kanaya sure as hell didn't make it for him. The man literally has no shame.
Why is he wearing it?
I don't know. I don't think he knows. Maybe to make a good impression on his fake-ass religious idol after he thrusts his sacred cod piece through the gates of Shangri-La.
The best thing we ever do together is slam this asshole's dumb religion.
Yeah.
Really, it's the most hilarious fucking horseshit I've ever heard. I mean, pretty much all religions are wrong, but there's wrong and then there's wrong. As in 0 chance you are even proven right about even a single thing, dude. Ever, ever, ever.
So true. I wish I could see the look on his face when he finally realizes everything he believes is a lie.
Be one sad clown that day. His bulge will probably deflate and make this high-pitched noise plus corresponding flatulence.
Hey, Dave. What do you think will happen to us after we meet up with the others? I mean, as friends.
What do you mean as friends?
I mean, we'll still get to be bros.
Yeah? No offense, dog, but that's a dumb and neurotic question.
No, but see, we're going to meet all these other people, John among them, and John is your best friend, so you'll obviously resume that friendship where you left off. And John and I will have a few tasty conversations with each other one day, and in most of those, I made a fool of myself. I guess we became friends that day, maybe. But the reality is that it was one day, and he'd be well within a reasonable frame of mind not to give a crap in hindsight about the guy who trolled him once 3 years ago.
Scroll.
And the same goes for Jade. I thought we had a decent rapport, but again, it was one day forever ago. She probably barely remembers me at this point. Whereas it doesn't matter for you, because you go way the fuck back with them. This is like a fucking heartfelt reunion for you guys. But where does that leave me? I can hardly call Gamzee a friend anymore. Who knows if my friendship with Terezi will ever be what it was before. I used to be pretty close with Kanaya, but now she and Rose will never leave each other alone for more than a fucking minute. All my other friends are dead, and now we're leaving the dream bubbles behind. And there's you. So, I'm just wondering what happens next.
You forgot the mayor. You're pretty damn tight with the mayor, aren't you?
The mayor's friendship is a universal constant, and I'm insulted beyond comprehension as well as my capacity to vomit that you would insinuate otherwise.
Yeah, the mayor rules. But as usual, you are overcomplicating this. Just like you overcomplicate everything. Friendship, leadership, romance, shipping grids, and dick battles. This is real simple. Our meteor will somehow Tokyo drift to the dead stop in the new session, at which point we will keep being bros for life or something. I will start being friends with John and Jade again because they are my friends and never stop being that. John will also be your friend because he's cool and also a doofus who is easy to be friends with. Jade will be your friend too because she's nice and likes being friends with people. I can personally guarantee that she will be happy to see you. And as for the new people, I don't know about them, but they'll probably be your friends too. All I know is 2 of them are my parents, and 2 of them are John's parents, and ain't no rule that says you can't be friends with your bro's mom and pop. Especially when your bro's mom and pop are a couple of sassy teens. As for Terezi, I don't know, I guess we'll see what happens. And as for Gamzee, fuck that guy with a balloon poodle. Friendship lesson secured the end. Terezi.
Terezi's oh, wait.
Terezi, go to sleep.
No,
Wake
god
up.
damn it.
Your commitment to this bit is impressive.
Oh, look who's starting to come around.
Also, the lion, not comatose, half naked and Fago sticky reminds me of the con
Me as
where
fuck.
people were doing fucking Fago belly button shots while I was in
What?
out of me while I was in while I was in fucking March Aridin cosplay.
I forgot about that, Mel. I was drinking soda.
I'm sorry, did I miss something in the fandom sphere back then?
Oh no, that's just some wild Mel lore. Like, you have to piece that shit together like it's FNAF. Like, there is some crazy shit.
Springtrap, FNAF.
Truly?
Oh yeah, we're truly back.
Gotta say, I hate the idea of all of that.
Fucking me in March Aridin cosplay while people are doing belly button shots with cotton candy Fago out of my belly button.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
in a post-COVID world, that should horrify everyone.
That was 26, I think 15 maybe. Either 2015 or 2016.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Yeah, that was Homestuck back then. That was the Homestuck fandom.
God bless.
God.
Anyway,
Back to our regularly scheduled Homestuck.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Honk, honk, honk. Yeah, that's right. It's time to face the fucking music.
Act 6, Intermission 5, Intermission 1.
We did it, gamers.
Oh boy.
You ready? You
Oh,
ready?
great. I'm so excited for this.
Hey,
Get a drink.
you, computer man! I need more help!
No.
Computer man, assist me with more hot tips.
No.
Yes! I'm having trouble understanding Blue Hat.
This is a shameful exploitation of our arrangement. We weren't supposed to talk anymore once you left Earth.
I did not agree to those terms.
Every time we talk, you complain that I am being self-indulgent, but you always come back for more. It's like you can't get enough of me. I think you might be obsessed.
Give me more hot tips, asshole!
You only made that cow top so you could talk to me on the go, didn't you?
No,
Please, don't lie. Who else would you use would you use it to talk to in your solo session? Gamzee? I bet you haven't said one word to him through that device. You never even refer to him by his name.
the clown has been an adequate peon when it comes to doing things I don't want to do. There is no reason to speak to him through my fun helmet.
Fucking fun helmet. God.
And the part of Caliborn today will be played by William Dafoe's Green Goblin.
I have one request.
Yes.
Can you, in that voice, just go, "Hello, monkeys"?
I was also thinking Frieza.
Hello, monkeys.
Oh my
Thank you.
That was
real good.
You joke. I literally started like really getting into voice acting because I was watching Dragon Ball Kai and I was like, God damn, this guy does Frieza's great. Like, it
Yeah,
really started me
dude.
thinking
Oh
like
my
I want to
God.
like do that for a living. So it's like, yeah, no, like because Raging Blast had just come out and I was like, I'm just gonna like use this as voice reference because like I
Fred-
own it.
Hell
It
Funny
was like the
enough,
only
Shadow
thing I
was
can
one of mine.
think of was like while you were doing Caliborn, I was like, man, that's a Dragon Ball voice if I ever fucking heard it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
God.
Yeah.
You should try to be better friends with him. Oh fuck, wait. There's one more. He basically
Yep.
ditched his best buddy for you.
Who cares?
He reveres you, and you treat him like shit.
Yes. So,
So? You're off to a pretty good start at being a god, I guess.
thank you. Look, I just said a polite thing. Now reward me with what I want.
Ugh.
Yellow Hat is very fast. As a minion, he has been very useful. But I'm having trouble determining the abilities of Blue Hat.
Yellow Hat and Blue Hat? We should come up with better names for them than that.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe some cool mobster names?
Mobster names. Why would I give them mobster names?
Because mobsters are cool.
They don't look like mobsters. They look like fucking leprechauns.
Anyone could be a mobster, though. Even cherubs and leprechauns. Being a mobster isn't about what you look like. It's about what's inside you.
Wow!
There's a
That is so profound! Now stop stalling and give me tips!
Mobster.
Are these the only two you've unlocked so far?
Yes, I have conquered the second planet, and have now traveled to the third. Before I conquer this one, I would like to know what Blue Hat does.
He's pretty much doing what he does.
He seems to be stuck. Is he broken?
No, he's just slow.
What?
That's his power. Yellowhead is fast. Bluehead is slow.
That's a horrible power! How is that even a power?
It just is.
Honestly, Caliborn's real as fuck for that.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's
I
not
was
wrong.
looking forward to achieving more powerful minions, not more malingering fools who take up space in my dark carnival. Do they get better than this?
That depends on what you mean by better.
Oh my god. Okay, we're done. Bye.
Oh my god, the freaking chair scraping.
Dimension Lord has just said reptile is slipping into imperfect cell.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes, there's another one.
Oh my god.
Well, why wouldn't he be perfect, huh?
Oh Jesus Christ.
God.
Well, maybe some teenager punched an android out of him. You ever think of that? Hurts.
So fucking good. Goddamn. Also in chat, just maybe the real mobsters were the friends we made along the way.
Maybe the real mobsters were the time-hopping hooligans that we put silly hats on.
End of Act 6, Intermission 5, Intermission 1.
Damn, these intermission. I forgot that these intermissions were so short.
Yeah, the Act 6, Intermission 5 intermissions are all really short.
Dave Sprite comeback, holy shit.
Whoa. I guess I'll do it since I'm doing Dave.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Vader.
Hey, Vader.
Whoa. Hey, Vader.
Oh my god. It feels like I'm watching an episode of Family Guy.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Wait,
This
why
reminds
did
me
I
of the
even
time I was
say
in
that?
Homestuck.
God damn it.
Remember
Fucking-
that time we broke through the session to get to the new medium?
God also, Bone Jones in chat says, "Yo, Reptile, would you say in your Caliborn voice, pro shipper? You can get paid for that."
Pro shipper?
I-
You can get paid for that?
Hell yeah.
God.
God.
fucking bless. Hey, I'm making friends here.
Non-fungible
Hey, yo.
token? There's nothing that relates to fungus about this. Where are the mushrooms? All I see are monkeys.
God.
I also think it's pretty funny. You're like a step away from sounding like Sam Riegel.
Yeah,
That's a
no, I can
compliment.
hear it. I can hear it.
Like when you were doing that voice, it's like if it was like slightly lightened and lose a little bit of the gravel, it's a Sam Riegel impression. It's pretty fucking spot on.
Can we get one "What's my mother's name" for the boys back home?
For in which voice? I'm sorry.
In the way Bryce said, try and do a Sam Riegel.
Sam Riegel. God.
What's my
Dance,
mother's
funny
name?
boy.
Yeah, no, that is spot on.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway.
Done making the voice actor do the voice acting thing. All right, let's get back to reading.
Dance, monkey, and dance.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Wait, why did I even say that? Stay asleep all you want. Like, I give a fuck. But you are kind of missing some important shit here. We spent like 3 faux relativistic years cruising through the metaphysical ass crack of nowhere. And when we finally get here, you're all tuckered out. Like y'all didn't sleep enough on this boat already. Some of the sick nastiest shut-eye anyone ever got, I owe to this friggin' boat. Dude, this is a big deal. Everyone's waiting for us out there. I mean, probably. I don't know where we are. Some green hilly place with all these stone hinges sprinkled around. Did you know there could be a plurality of Homestenges? Yeah, that's the one. Plurality of
That's my-
stone hinges. I didn't.
Homestead, my favorite comic.
Homestedge.
Homestead, my favorite Keb Womack.
I didn't, but guess fucking what? Hinges aplenty where this place is concerned. Hey, where's Jade?
Just
I'm
really
in
quiet.
danger.
Scratches the back of neck.
About that.
I guess she left already? Maybe there was an emergency somewhere and her doggy senses led her there. Maybe someone fell down a well. What do you think, John? Do you think our teen parents fell down a well? Nah, I sincerely doubt that any of them would be that pathetic. Whatever. It was whatever it was. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking read, apparently. It's not good. I'm following up Reptile here. It's a high bar.
Aw. No, you're doing a great job as Dave, man. Or Dave Sprite.
Thank you
Dude,
for
yeah.
complimenting my normal speaking voice. I will have you know, I will take no compliments on my Dave voice because it is me not trying. I do a lot of voices, but this is the one where it's like, that's a good Dave. It's like, no, it's not. Don't.
Okay, but consider the way that Dave speaks. Like he is literally always trying to be an aloof, quote unquote, asshole to seem cool because that's what he thinks is cool. That's why he has no punctuation. That's why he's got no capitalization.
Yeah.
The way that I like to think about the dichotomy between Dave and Dirk is that Dave is like entirely cool, like basically body language wise unreadable. The way his voice sounds, very readable. Whereas Dirk is unreadable voice wise, but like body language wise, you can tell.
That's a fair take.
Yeah.
Either that or the other way around. I think one of them won.
All right. Where the fuck was I in this block of text?
Oh, the well.
Yeah, because I think we're
Right, yeah. Whatever it was, it must have been important enough for Jade to ditch us like this. Either that, or maybe she was that desperate to finally get away from me. Between you and me, John, I didn't really handle things with her as well as I could have. Oh well, maybe real Dave will treat her better. Or not, I don't know. I did her a favor cutting Bird Dave out of her life. Nobody really deserves Bird Dave as a boyfriend or a friend or anything. It's like getting one of the janky Daves from this bargain bin at the Dave Depot. Or one of the marked down Daves the day after National Dave Day. It's like somebody taxidermized your Dave and expected you not to notice. Feathers, what feathers? Haha. No, that Dave is totally normal and okay. You should just go back to being bros with real Dave when you just see him. I'll be fine. I'll just flap around and do my thing alone. I'm completely all right with that at this point. We had our ups and downs, John, but all in all, it was cool to go on this road trip with you. There were some times, man. The times. I'm telling you, they were unreal. I bet you people would pay good money to see every second of the madcap stunts that were going down on the ship basically 24/7. If Hulst could talk, wow. Just joking, it was seriously boring as hell. But, I mean, it was still cool, so yeah. Hey, what's that ring anyway? I've seen you with that ring before, and I guess it was just like, okay, John has a magic ring for some reason. No need to mention that or anything. But where did you even get it? You can't even hear me. You got your snooze on so hard. Ain't gonna wake you up to hassle you about no ring. I probably should have said all this stuff when you were awake anyway. Like, the stuff about friendship. Fuck it, I'll just leave another one of my patented magic notes taped to your shoe on your cowlick or something. My magic notes rule. I'll miss leaving them taped on stuff. I sure do talk to myself a lot, don't I? Wow. Why have I never made this observation? I probably needed to be a bird for exactly 3 years to finally have that epiphany. I wonder if real Dave ever had that epiphany. Probably not, because he's not a bird. Bottom line is, being a guy who's also a bird makes you think... Anyway, I'm out.
So long, Space Cowboy.
Two
Dave
different
Sprite mural.
Dave. Isn't that two?
Thank you,
three
Reptile.
different cosplayers.
Yeah, no, like one of those is definitely a cosplayer.
At least 3 of them are, I think. I think these 3.
Yeah.
This one may be a drawing. I can't tell, but at least these 2. Those are cosplayers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
P.S. Happy birthday, John. Have some watermarks for the road.
Hell yeah.
Act
King
6.
shit.
Act 6.
Audio
5,
jungle.
Intermission 2.
See ya, Space Cowboy.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
That was
Hey,
perfect.
Space
joke.
Cowboys.
Insane. I love that.
I unlocked more gnomes.
Thought they were leprechauns.
I don't care what they are.
Okay.
I have now conquered 4 planets and have the same amount of gnomes under my command. Yellow hat, blue hat, red hat, and now purple hat.
Congratulations.
The planets are becoming increasingly difficult to conquer. I almost did not manage to destroy the purple planet within the allotted time. Unfortunately, the quality of the unlocked gnomes has not increased to match the escalating difficulty of my quest. It seems to be just the opposite. These gnomes are shit.
What's wrong with the new gnomes?
Okay, Red Hat? He has no fucking powers at all! Unless his power is to follow me around constantly.
Yes, that's basically what he does.
Purple Hat is even worse! Is his power to dance around all the time while singing riddles to me?
Yes.
Awful. Purple Hat's behavior is so infuriating. I have attempted to murder him several times, but to no avail.
You can't kill Purple Hat. He's still lucky. That's also his power. Being really lucky.
What good does that do me?
I don't know. Get him to solve some puzzles for you? Use him as a human shield sometimes? I mean, gnome shield?
Oh yeah. That's actually a really good idea.
You shouldn't be whining about how lame your minions are. As you accumulate more, your job is obviously to combine their talents in creative ways to overcome the increasingly difficult challenges on your quest. Synergize your time gnomes. Make them more than the sum of their pointy heads.
That's going to be difficult. They are all idiots.
Nobody said it would be easy.
Fine. I have no more questions for now.
Hey, did you kill that cute little turtle?
No?
But I can see your past trail. You're standing there holding a gun and pointing it at the turtle.
Okay! Then yes! I killed the turtle.
Boo!
Yeah, fuck you, Caliborn.
I mean, look, he could have just been aiming at like one of the things in the water, maybe. You know?
The fucking turtle, bro. You can't. Nah,
could've just been
nah,
pointing his
nah,
gun
don't
at the
even try to
ground.
defend him.
Look, we're gonna have to
No.
wait until
No,
they
come
release the
on.
book of this, and then we see the author's notes to see what actually happened.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
when they finally get around to doing that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Whenever that happens to happen.
We will
Could
have
be when
no
we're 50, who
Caliborn-
knows?
We will have no
End of-
Caliborn apologists here.
End of Act 6, Intermission 5, Intermission 2.
Unrelated. I just got a text from my coworker who I haven't talked to since I started working from home. And it's just a picture of them with a stack of boxes, like they're really excited about it. They went, "Look, I've done it."
Who keeps piles of boxes?
My brain just went to Bryce working from home, and I just imagined you sitting at home in front of a desk on a forklift.
Dude, you have no idea. I've thought about getting, those like little forklifts that you can, like the RC car ones, and getting like a stack of little pallets to do that.
You're insane. I love you.
Okay, the only way you can make it better is if you get like either make one or commission one, a small doll that looks like you, and putting him in the seat of that little RV, like RC.
God.
It's a good idea.
Oh god. Yeah, we got farther than I thought we would get in a lot quicker of a time. So we have
You
to
did not
act-
have high hopes for us. Jesus.
Fucking apparently.
Well, if you'd like, we can always go off on some more tangents.
I mean,
Sure, I could talk about language for the second stream in a row.
God.
Go for it.
Wait, all right, who's gonna be Mina and
Raise
who's
his
gonna
hand.
be? You want to be Mina?
I'll do Arania.
Well, that wasn't the question, but okay.
I never do Mina.
Alana, do you wanna do Arania?
I'm
too white.
I don't know. What's the general consensus of her voice? Because like I don't even think I've heard her on like what's it the what?
You know,
New York
like
accent.
New York, like
For
Bronx.
Mina is like we typically do New York, and then for Arania it's like imagine Vriska, but she's like kind of a hoity-toity bitch.
Rarity.
Oh god, you guys are about to hear the absolute worst New Yorkan accent if you make me do Mina.
If need be, I can do it.
I was about to say I could do a New York accent if you really want, but
I think it might be better if when you two do it, since you're like, because the only accent that I can reliably do is Southern, and that's only because I like used to imitate people in the shows that I would watch.
Gino, you want to rock paper scissors for it?
How do you rock paper scissors in a stream?
Do you have a D20 on you?
Oh,
Oh no.
Do you want me to roll for you?
D20 battles. Oh, he has one.
I have
Oh, he does
one.
have one. Okay, I'll put my dice away.
Let me. It's in the kitchen. 1 second.
Oh yeah, your dice are currently in the kitchen.
Why are they in the kitchen?
He's
We
cooking.
play Magic at the kitchen counter.
You know what? That's valid.
Yeah, I
Please make
force my
Bryce
partners to
do
play Magic
Mina
with
as
me.
Bone Jones in chat.
Okay, let me. All right. Well, I've got one vote for me, but we'll still roll. I got a
Hey,
12.
I think you got it. I got a 2.
All right. Well, Bryce, you're Mina now.
Okay. I feel my fish self evolving as we speak.
Just a reverse of one of the evolution diagrams with like the fish walking on land.
Devolving, yes.
My fish self is just SpongeBob.
God.
Hey, it's the blue boy again. See him there just off the starboard shit? Yo, watch how far away I can fork him from.
Mina, put the trident down. Don't make me confiscate it again.
Confiscate.
Oh God, who's Vrisking?
Christ on a sidecar.
Alana, do you want to Vriska at least?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do get kind of nervous when I'm like next to like talent like you guys.
You're completely fine.
You're doing great.
We're just here for fun.
You're doing amazing.
I never claimed to be talent, to be fair.
Also,
I'm
Gino,
just a
do you want to
little
do Tavros?
Yeah, I'll do Tabros.
Okay.
Hey, it's John.
Vriska, is that you?
Yeah, get over here.
All right.
Oh, great.
Look at them.
They're all vibing. Nice to see you again, John. It's been too long.
Yeah. Actually, hasn't it been exactly a year? I think it was my birthday last time we met too.
A year for you, maybe. Who even knows how long it's been out here, but who cares? The point is, as you can see, the plan I described to you before is in full swing.
You mean the big treasure hunt with all those black maps?
Yes, but they aren't black anymore. Not totally. Everything's gone exactly as I intended. English has taken the...
Bait.
Oh, it's the bait. I got so confused for a second. I'm just like,
100K.
88?
100K.
Lock and sinker. He's been chasing our extended party around the ring, blowing shit up with his monster breath, thus revealing the plan to the treasure, or thus revealing the path to the treasure in the process. I must say, for an evil mastermind, the guy's kind of a dope. Supposedly his every move is a carefully calculated ploy to assure his existence in the first place. Yet here he is, wrecking the joint like an oaf, unwittingly helping the hero find the weapon that will finally take him down. And we're almost there too. Although by now, it's become embarrassingly obvious that the treasure was hidden right around where we started all along. These maps have just been leading us all in a big stupid circle. I should have seen it coming. I guess that's my bad. In terms of bonehead moves, that's English. That's English 1, Vriska 1. So I guess we're even. But maybe we don't have to mention that in detail when we document my heroism in the annals of greatness.
Mention what exactly?
Exactly. I almost forgot how deceptively quick you are on the uptake, John.
It's not so impressive. I was confused by what you were saying, too.
Tavros, if you're going to interrupt, don't mumble. And even then, don't. Anyway, I really don't mind the fact that these cryptic treasure maps have led us all on a weird honkbird chase. I've never once complained about a good long treasure hunt, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, with the way space-time works out here, who can say for sure we would be able to find the treasure at all? Nobody can say that is who. Least of all English, who at least... I keep flubbing up the lines.
You're good.
Hang on, I think I just need to zoom in a little bit more. Let me hide the members. There we go. That's a lot better.
The existence of Lord English implies the existence of Lord Spanish.
Cool, a new webcomic is thriving now.
Instead of like the whole like Hulk breath thing, he just makes that stupid beep beep noise that like Speedy Gonzalez makes. Okay, where was I? Hang on. Okay.
I think this.
There it is. Thank you. Least of all English, who, as far as I know, can't actually speak so much as issue blood-curdling roars that cleave the foundations of reality itself. You're of course welcome to join us in our adventure, for as long as you're asleep. We could use another hand on deck. I'll even give you a rank and title.
You get to be lower than me. That's the fairest rule.
Wrong. Tavros, who's the captain here? Last I checked, it wasn't Swabi Nitram, Poop Master Extraordinaire.
Also, PP Peppo, PP Peppo in chat complimented your Vriska. Also,
Oh, thank you.
The only thing worse than Lord English is Lord French.
Oh God.
God.
Oh, there's my boy, Solix.
I am going to die on stream.
Oh my God, the first con I ever went to, I was in a mare cosplay. It was one of the first cosplays I ever did, and a Solix with the 2 fucking eye patches just made friends with me. And at the time, because I was really committed to the cosplay, I didn't say a single word. They just I was like fully in mare, like mare mindset, and they just kind of like essentially was guiding me around the con and was just like, "This is my friend, the mayor," and I just waved at people, and that was my entire con that day.
Aw.
I freaking love that.
It was so good.
Also, I can't seem to find any of my hand fans, which I need because you guys make me laugh so hard I start to sweat.
That's so fair. I was thinking about going and turning the fan on real quick. By the way, hi Tavros. How have you been?
Okay.
Cool pirate outfit you have there.
No, thanks, but it's not cool. It's dumb. Vriska wants me to wear it though, so I do, so she'll be happy. And don't ask me where my pants are.
I wasn't going to.
We all look amazing as pirates. This is non-negotiable.
No argument there. What about the rest of your crew? I remember her, the punky one who always likes to stab me with her spear. But I really hope she doesn't do that this time.
Dream on, blue nerd. You and my crosshairs, sucker. Got you right where I want. Just biding my time. Biding and biding. Gonna hunt you till we both double dead. You are my obsession, little blue fish. My shrimpiest of whales. My mobiest of dicks. Call me fish mail.
Stop it!
But I don't know the one who looks kind of like your sister. What is your name?
Arania.
Hi. And what about those two over there?
These are my friends, Aradia and Solux. I've recruited them for this expedition as specialists. They aren't especially here to do any fighting, but their abilities will become useful once we retrieve the treasure.
Who's a Rada gang?
Radio
we
silence.
can't do this every time.
Raise his hand. Raise his hand. Raise his
Okay,
hand.
you could do a Radia.
Hello.
Hey, are you alive? Your eyes do not look spooky and ghostly.
Thanks. Yes, I'm alive.
Yeah, and apparently she intends to stay that way. Hence her principled, if somewhat lame, commitment to pacifism. But considering our history together, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. I'm happy to have her on her. I'm happy to have her on my crew in whatever capacity she likes.
I spent way too much time on that.
Wait, what?
Senor Inglés.
Actually, hang on. Where's my voice mod?
Senor Inglés.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So good. Your history? What happened? Wait, that's a rude question. Sorry. Davros.
Tavros, are you okay?
Sorry, I was eating a cookie.
Oh.
Mariska killed her too. She used the other guy there tragically as the death weapon.
Hey, what did I say about bygones being bygones? That's like rule fucking 1 of this ship. Anyway, she became a robot and killed me back, so obviously we're cool now.
Jeez, why does everyone die so much?
Lol. Like this guy's one to talk.
Solix, don't make our guest uncomfortable.
He's already uncomfortable, and he should be. We all should be.
Really, I haven't thought about any of that in a long time. Ancient conflicts don't mean anything to me anymore, but I was more than thrilled by the opportunity to go on another adventure like this. We used to enjoy such campaigns together all the time when we were younger. Of course, now the teams are a little different.
Yeah, man, those were the days.
What about you? Why do you have double eye patches?
Because I'm blind? Stupid?
I can't tell if you're alive too or not, because I can't see if your eyes are spooky.
They're spooky as shit. But yes, I'm alive. Okay, here's the short version. I used to be able to see, but then I went blind. Then I used my powers too hard and died. But it turned out I was only half dead.
Half dead?
Let me finish. So the ghost half of me could see again, so I was only half blind. But then somebody prototyped my corpse, which I guess sucked the ghost half of me out of my body to make me fully alive again, also fully blind. Now the ghost part of my soul is sharing a sprite body with fucking Eridan, of all people.
Who's Eridan?
Just the douche who blinded me in the first place. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter.
Alright, but I don't think I quite followed all of that. What does being half dead mean?
Two things. One, I hate doing his voice without a lisp.
Yeah.
Sucks.
More
And
like
two,
Thuck, am I right?
more like thuck. Thuck the cock and ball.
From Wikipedia, the free on that.
Hey, welcome to
Fuck.
stream. Welcome to stream, Emma.
Also,
Hello.
speaking of half dead, check
Hello.
out my technical deaths. Only technically dead. Holy shit, no way.
Oh my god.
Emma, run where
The best
you
bit
can.
ever. All right. You know, forget it. I'm so sick of telling this story to people over and over and nobody understanding what the hell I'm talking about. It's all so simple. No, actually, it isn't. It's a fucking stupid story that makes no sense. Maybe that's the problem. My marginal existence is fraught with so much pointless duality and complicated nonsense, so I'm done even trying to explain it. From now on, I should just wear a shirt that says, "Don't ask me about my disability or my mortality." Then everything would be fine.
It's really kind of a shame Gamzee prototyped Eridan's torso parts and swiped his ghost from the afterlife. I bet he would have had a great time on this voyage. I used to own him during our nautical campaigns all the time.
If he was on this ship, I'd walk the plank and plummet through the fake-ass water through infinite nowhere forever. Besides, you act like you haven't already recruited at least 50 fucking Eridans from doomed timelines in your army. You really are shamefully prejudiced against our alternate reality ghost selves. They're just as real as we are and have the same emotions and everything.
Give me a break, Solux. As if you don't view them the exact same way. You've got real Eridan and then pretty much a whole bunch of pretenders out there.
They're all real. Shit! I don't even like Eridan, but here I am sticking up for his copies.
See?
Oh, said
You just
corpses.
called them copies. Even you can't avoid accidentally using a problematic slur, which reveals that no matter what you believe about your morals, deep down, you're always going to favor the original, while viewing all of the others as duplicates of lesser value.
Oh, whatever.
Chris
Just
has been spending time around Cancri.
yeah. Oh, whatever. Just whatever. Rationalize the collateral damage to your army all you want. And to think, before I joined your party, I heard rumors that you might have changed. Like, learned to be a better person or something. Yeah, right.
Oh, please. I hardly think I'm a bad person for failing to give a shit about a billion meaningless dead Nepetas. Do you?
No. You're not a bad person for that particular reason, I guess.
What are we seriously supposed to do? Fly around and befriend each one individually? Sorry, I have better things to do with my time. Let's try to be at least somewhat practical here.
I've met most of the Nepetas. They're all very nice.
Oh, shut up.
And what about all those ships up ahead? Are they part of the treasure hunt too?
Of course. That's my army. Okay, I mean our army. But like on boats.
Isn't an army on boats usually called the Navy?
John, help me out. I seem to be having trouble remembering which one of us is the captain. Was it the dork in blue pajamas? Or was it the veteran sailor in the rad captain's coat? That's right, the captain was me. And I say it's an army that happens to be on a bunch of boats.
Oh, damn. You got smoked. Wow, so smoked. Mina, did you catch those sycophires?
No, but for real, though, it pretty much is a Navy. Just saying.
Who's in the army?
Thousands of ghosts,
Navies.
primarily those of old friends and acquaintances. We've amassed a coalition of eager volunteers ready to lay down their ghost lives for the worthy cause.
You mean fighting Lord English?
When we're ready for that, yes. But we need the treasure first. So for now, they're sailing well ahead of us in large numbers to attract his attention, so he can do more damage to the ring and fill out the rest of our maps. We should be very grateful for their bravery. They're all making a noble sacrifice for us all.
Bravery. Yeah, right. I'm mostly sure she's mind controlling them.
God damn it, Tavros! We really don't need your play-by-play commentary on everything.
Wait, you're mind controlling all those ghosts?
No! Well, not all of them. Once you group enough together, others tend to latch on to the mob out of curiosity. We trolls have a way of clustering together naturally. You've got to understand, John, most of these people are pretty self-absorbed. They just need a little bit of persuasion to join the cause.
Word.
Yeah, but isn't that still kind of dickish?
But all these stubborn jackasses are going to double die anyway if we don't all work together and kill this guy. This is war, John. In times of war, difficult decisions have to be made with the lives of many. Just think of me as a general giving orders to my troops. It just happens that the orders are a little more direct in this case.
Hey, Circuit Deuce, let's not lose track of who's actually in charge of this shit, okay?
Yeah, all hail her imperious teen condescension, the fresh new face of Tyranny Supreme Admiral Pisces. At this time, I would like to motion for a 15-minute bowing break so that we may demonstrate our reverence for this bold, spunky leader.
Yes.
Tavros, stop bowing, that was a joke!
No, keep doing that. Lower, Swabby. Lower. Face on the fucking deck. Yes, just like that. Perfect.
How do you mind control so many ghosts at once? Isn't that kind of hard?
Well, I do have a little help. John, did I mention my ancestor? She is the best.
She is?
I must admit, I was...
Oh, that's...
Oh, sorry, I did the colors.
You're all good.
Sorry.
I must admit, I was not in favor of the idea at first, but Vriska made a very strong case for using our combined powers in this way. In a perfect reality, no one would have to get hurt, but the stakes are far too high to be shying away from such measures.
See what I mean? The best.
It has been wonderful spending so much time on this adventure with my descendant. Not just because it's helped me get to know her better, but because it's opened my eyes to things about myself I was never really in touch with. There are certain capabilities within me I have never quite been able to face, and she's helped me realize I've been hiding from them all my life, and well beyond. It must be true what they used to say on my world, that if you really want to know who you are, look to the legacy left behind by your ancestor. I think that wisdom works in both directions.
Well put, Marquise. I've always felt the exact same way.
Puke. Oh my glub. The Cirque twins being adorable again. Nitram, get your mop ready for swabbing up all this vomit coming out of my mouth.
Ew, no.
Can you two stick a fork in the sentimental carp? Maybe pretend you ain't hit it off so good? You ever stop and think how this makes me feel?
There's no reason to be jealous, Mina. You know nothing has changed about our friendship.
Jealous? Bitch, no. Just makes me think about my kid descendant. And how instead of having this cool frenzy relation with her, I just got this uncontrollable urge to stab her to death so she don't threaten my supremacy. Which is a shame, because she's so cute. God damn my royal blood and the cray junk it made me have to do. Ah well, maybe someday I'll find an heiress who my genes don't instinctively make me want to murder on sight. Then I can teach her the badass ways of being a boss and shit.
God, trolls are so weird.
Tavros?
Sorry. John said the trolls are weird. Or John just said the trolls are weird. He said it quietly, but I heard him.
Hey, you snitch.
Yeah, but aren't we? Moral of the story is, Blue Kid is a dumb nerd, but it is right when he says stuff. Look at that. It's like me and him are becoming fast friends, thus lulling him into a sense of false confidence already.
What?
Soon, my little whale. Soon.
Girl. It is true. To a human, the ways of trolls from both Alternia and before us will seem very strange. In fact, prior to uniting in the afterlife, even the two groups of trolls were reasonably alien to one another. I've had a great deal of time to study the culture of many species throughout Paradox space. No matter which race you belong to, one can always find another whose ideals pose a challenge of comprehension to even the most open-minded. And though the ethical standards of those from Alternia may seem unpalatable to you, rest assured there are beings elsewhere in the cosmos whose violent behavior would be considered extreme even to most trolls. Actually, John, I'm very glad you brought this up, because I was in the middle of a wonderful story about this very subject, which you interrupted when you boarded our ship.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. Really, I'm quite pleased that you did. This way I get to start over from the beginning. There were some rough patches in my original telling, which I can go back and fix. This time it will be much better.
Okay, what's the story about?
It is a tale about a very mysterious alien race called cherubs. Let us begin. Once upon a time...
World building!
Oh my god.
There was a very mysterious alien race called cherubs.
Arania, I thought you'd said you'd fix the shitty parts of the story. You started with the creepy line the first time, too. Crappy line.
Oh, the opening line is fine.
It's alright, I guess. Not.
Oh, shut up and let me tell my story. Now, where was I?
There was a mysterious alien race called cherubs?
Right. There was a very mysterious alien race called cherubs. But there was one cherub in particular who, for at least the first half of our story, will be our heroine. She spent eons roaming her galaxy completely alone, but the time had come for her to find a mate. This is no small task for a cherub. Being an asocial species, they spend virtually no time in each other's presence at all. Aside from when it is time to mate, they may go their entire lives without encountering another, and so they scatter their numbers throughout space, each staking a territory spanning many light years. But like a predator is able to track the scent of its prey, a cherub can sense the presence of another nearby. This sense is especially strong if that cherub shares the same qualities its other half once had long ago, before it experienced the maturation process known as predomination. You see, when a young cherub hatches, it would appear that only one creature has begun its life, but the appearance is not to be trusted. The young cherub actually consists of two completely distinct beings, a male and a female, each sharing one body. The two halves are endowed with polar opposite predispositions as well. One predisposed towards malevolence, another towards benevolence. Good or evil if you prefer to deal in simplistic terms, or at least those which are convenient for the sake of this story. I prefer to view the dichotomy as a kind of moral alignment, like an attribute that dictates the choices a character makes in certain types of games I used to play. The male and female halves can be aligned either way, as long as they... Damn, every time you scroll it fucks me up.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good. The male and female used to be aligned either way, as long as they differ from each other. The resulting conflict between the two personalities is central to life as a cherub, both before and after predomination. Shortly after hatching, the two halves begin vacillating, taking turns controlling the body. The only physical differentiation between the two is the coloration of their cheek swirls, which indicates alignment. There is otherwise no way to tell male and female apart before a cherub predominates. The vacillation process is ooh, that's a word. Fucking hell. Demarcated?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Which
I've
one?
never seen that fucking word.
Yeah, demarcated.
Demarcated.
Demarcated by sleep. When the male goes to sleep, the female wakes up, and when the male wakes up again, the female sleeps. And so it goes, back and forth like this as the two identities vie for dominance over the other, and ultimately permanent control over the body. They grow to detest one another and develop a view of social interaction centered entirely around animosity and confrontation. For good cherubs, this readies them for a long life of isolation, as they will prefer to avoid the sort of conflict that comes with social interaction as they have been conditioned to understand it. But for evil ones, the contentious upbringing only serves to fuel their inclination to harm others. And though this duality makes for a tormented childhood, the inner conflict of it creates an extremely important part of a young cherub's life. The defining part, actually. It is the struggle a cherub must overcome to mature, and this process culminates in predomination. Damn. Fuck.
This bitch yaps so fucking much.
The yapper.
That's her entire character, pretty much. Congratulations, you
know.
boiled her down into her essential components.
Yap supreme. Jesus.
The yappening.
One half will prove to have a stronger will than the other. The less dominant half will then weaken over time, and it will eventually become clear to both that one will not survive. The dominant personality will then completely consume the other, integrating it in such a way that only one is left. The cheeks will become solid. Damn. The cheeks will become solidly colored, and the cherub will grow to maturity as the single being, endowed with the alignment of the dominant half, and with all his or her personal qualities at the forefront of the union. In the case of our heroine, she was the good half, and the day of her predomination was, in a sense, the day her brother died. And though it was to her benefit and personal growth, because of this loss, she would always live with a sense that something was missing. Every sexually mature cherub lives with this feeling. It drives them to seek out another cherub similar to the half they lost, the part of their being which they grew up in perpetual conflict with. The desire to travel the universe in hopes of reigniting that conflict is very important to their species. It's the force which compels them to procreate. So she set out to track his scent, as it were. And soon she found a physical trail as well, a path of carnage left behind by a particularly destructive male cherub. She followed the debris from civilized worlds and star systems he left behind, as if to mock her, to make it clear he knew of her pursuit, and was all but paving her way with the dead. His brutality made her more furious, thus setting the mood, so to speak, for their imminent courtship.
Oh, it's them.
Hey.
Hi,
Well,
guys.
it's them.
The infamous trolls.
The infamous.
Well,
A
infamous to
cherub
me.
of his alignment is seemingly motivated by little other than to conquer and destroy. From a bioexistential perspective, they behave somewhat like viruses attacking the system from within. But as with all symbiotic organisms living within a universe, there are balancing factors. While those inhabiting an evil cherub's territory will regard it as an unpredictable tyrant, those in the territory of a good cherub will likely come to view it as a protector, waiting quietly for millennia in deep space, ready to attack any encroaching threat. In that sense, they are not unlike cells in a universal immune system. Damn.
Immediately dead.
Wah.
Rest in peace.
Ripperoni.
River in chat. Cancri and Arania should have a yap off.
Oh god.
I feel like Canterbury would win just because the sentences are just so much more runoff. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like Aranea can speak a lot, but a single sentence from Cancri can last for like 5 paragraphs.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like he's the only character whenever I'm reading Homestuck where it's like if I voice anyone, I don't want to voice it.
I love voicing Cancri.
It's,
Voicing
I don't-
Cancri is one of my favorite fucking things.
You are stronger than I then. You are stronger.
This balance of forces allows stability such that life in new civilizations can blossom and thrive within a universe, thus assuring the possibility of its own elaborate procreation process. But if that balance was ever disturbed, it would lead to chaos in that biosystem. The universe could not survive for long. And if by some means a cherub with such destructive tendencies were to achieve unprecedented power, the resulting imbalance would be catastrophic for Paradox Space itself. And though the heroine of our story could have no way of knowing, this is exactly what would result from the pursuit of her kismesis. Like humans, cherubs perceive romance through only one quadrant. Unlike humans, their relationships are exclusively black, but their mating ritual is much more violent than any practiced trolls would or even physically could engage in. And though it is critical to the perpetuation of their race, the confrontations can sometimes be lethal to one or both cherubs. Regardless of the outcome, the stakes are always high. The winner of the duel will assume control of the other's territory, while the loser will slink away to bear the offspring. So, as she toured the planetary wreckage, she knew her quest for a mate was not just about the propagation of her species, but the liberation of billions from a monster. She pursued him for many sweeps with mounting obsession, until one day the trail came to an end at a black hole. Cherubs typically seek out black holes as the setting for their mating ritual, but not any black hole. Once long ago it was a star, and circling that star was a planet. That planet was once home to one of the present. Jesus Christ. Let me log back in.
It's okay,
bitch.
take a minute.
Come on.
Lock it. You can do it.
You got it.
But not any black hole. Once long ago, it was a star, and circling that star was a planet. That planet was home to one of the presently sparring cherubs. The male in this case returned to the site of his hatching to mate, a location now conspicuously occupied by a truly massive black hole. This was where she found him, and this is where they would duel. While an adult cherub is a fearsome creature and would be a formidable opponent to anyone in its unaltered state, this is not the form in which they do battle with each other. The ritual is more extreme and physically demanding than any other kind of courtship or duel in the universe. The moment they meet, they will both undergo a dramatic metamorphosis.
Yo, cherub sex.
Homestuck out of context to confuse people for 300.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
Cherub sex dog.
are we gonna get
Have sex.
demonetized?
Have sex. Have
Do we have
sex.
this, we're just having this on stream. Are we gonna get demonetized?
As long as we don't talk about what it is, we might be fine.
No, it's
Guys,
educational.
are we gonna need to censor this? Like,
No, this does fall under educational. This is a lore dump.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
this is
that
true.
technically yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
world building lore dump.
This is like
Exposition.
this is like maturation for for fucking cherubs.
Pronounce the fucking word wrong. Dude, Andrew Hussey uses so many words that I've never seen before, and I feel stupid reading Homestuck sometimes.
Oh my god.
Trust me, I
Really
feel
fucking
stupider
stupid.
trying to read my class textbooks.
base.
God.
The mates will then duel as two vast, frightening serpents, each an astronomical unit in length. So in layman's terms, them bitches long as fuck.
God, I wish that was real dialogue.
The tangled struggle between the green...
Oh my god.
What?
It's okay.
Astronomical
take your time.
units.
Green...
Fuck. The green
is
AUs.
exceptional, is exceedingly brutal and can last for...
I'm not reading that word. Fuck that.
While dueling in such a monstrous form, their energy is inexhaustible. The transformation taps into the cherub's latent connection with the enigmatic forces presiding over all that is eternal, and permeating all those endowed with immortality. Normally, this power is only accessible to them during mating. In this form, they are only able to be injured by one another and are otherwise indestructible. Hence, the ritual can never be stopped by an outside force until it is complete.
So if your planet gets obliterated in the middle of all this, you're just shit out of luck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why are there two
Oops, I
cherubs
guess.
consorting outside of your house, Seymour?
It should come as no surprise that in this story our heroine was victorious. Upon defeating her mate, she initiated in the interlocking formation to complete the coupling, while assuming the dominant position, a stance undetectable to all but the most astute observers of the zoologically dubious. God damn. Consequently, the male was fertilized with the young.
Zoologically has always been a weird word for me.
Fair.
He then slithered away in a disgrace from the territory he'd just lost. A cherub looking to nest will search for a dead planet situated near a massive dying star. The egg is deposited on the planet's surface, and the rising temperature from the expanding red giant will incubate the egg until it is ready to hatch. Later in life, the cherub will grow wings, assuming it has matured properly, and if it has learned to fly well enough to reach a safe distance from the nest before the star goes supernova, the hungry cherub will return to feast on the resulting stellar energy. Doing so allows it to gain enough strength to travel great distances and claim its own territory. The star will then collapse into a black hole, serving as a distinct gravitational beacon to the cherub later in life, so it may return there to mate. As it happens, our heroine's mate discovered Earth long after it had journeyed to a new sun, and long since new civilizations had risen and fallen. Now on the brink of destruction from its dying star, its barren accommodations were ideal for a young cherub. There he deposited his single egg and flew away, never to return. No cherub ever spawns more than one offspring at a time, for it is every cherub's destiny to grow up alone, or alone on the outside at least. Sorry for stuttering so much.
You're
No,
good.
you're
It's
good.
a lot.
This is,
All good.
You
Yeah,
have
no,
been
this-
going on for like what, the past nearly 10 pages now?
Yeah.
This is cherub lordom time. Like you're good.
I know.
The
I
chore dump,
remember
if you
reading
will.
this in class and just like scrolling through. I was like, oh my fucking god.
Bro does not stop yapping.
From that egg hatched one very special cherub with two names, one that few will ever know, and one that few should ever say. A fascinating thing about cherub reproduction is how the parent's alignment is passed on to the young. If the male lays the egg, the alignments of the child's two halves will be the same as the parents'. If the female lays the egg, the alignments will be flipped, and the young male and female halves will be endowed but with opposite alignments of the parents. As such, the male half took after his father. Perhaps the son even exceeded him in violent tendencies. It's hard to imagine there has ever been a cherub more willfully destructive or as dedicated to conquest than the monstrosity he would grow up to become. Due to his indomitable nature, I believe victory over his sister was a foregone conclusion. Barring a highly improbable glitch in causality, it would be almost impossible. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Fuck. Help. Oh, damn.
It's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a minute.
Got this!
We believe in
It would
you.
be almost impossible for her to predominate over someone like him, and even so, he didn't have the patience to wait. Unfortunately for everyone to ever exist, he discovered a way to predominate early. Yet it was not this act alone that would prove ominous, so much as the means through which it was achieved. He was allowed to become the solo player of a game which his kind was never meant to play. And so it is within the predomination of her son that our heroine's story ends, and the story of our villain begins. Hey! Mina, where are you going?
Taking a gape break. God.
But the story isn't over yet!
Girl, your stories never end. Bladder can't even deal. Just keep talking while I'm gone.
No, that's okay. We can wait.
I already heard the damn story, though.
Not all of it?
Clever fuck. Can't you just keep yapping about snake sex while I hit the little grub's room already?
Yep. I'm afraid not. Everyone must listen to the full story.
Oh, MFG. You really are turning evil, aren't you? I would be proud, except of how terrible and boring the actual consequences for me are personally.
Wait, does that mean when you're a ghost you still have to pee?
None of your business, Blue Kid.
That's so weird. Am I the only one who thinks that's weird?
No, John. It's definitely pretty weird that ghosts have to pee. You get used to it. You get used to life as a ghost pretty fast, though.
But weren't you already used to peeing when you were alive?
Yeah, that's why you get used to it pretty fast, dummy.
This is kind of a stupid conversation. Can we hear more about snakes and whatnot? It was a pretty cool story.
Oh, yes! As soon as Mina returns from her visit to the Load Gaper.
Holy mackerel, can you shitfucks just enjoy your space lizard porn while I take a fucking piss?
Okay, but I do love that in the background of all of this, like a freshly blown up Fafetta is just appears on the ship out of nowhere, celebrates being kind of alive again, and then just immediately starts dressing up as pirates. Also, Tavros looks pretty happy to see him.
I guess we doing pirates now.
I guess we're doing pirates now. I think we could all stand to take a brief intermission from the story regardless. Yes, please. To let all these intriguing facts about cherubs sink in.
Ugh. You and your intermissions. What is with your intermissions? They ain't even intermissions most of the time. They just an excuse to tell another dumb story inside of a longer dumb story.
Yeah, who would know about
Yes,
that?
Mina, you are correct, and your reservations are noted. However, would it change your mind if I were to propose not an intermission, but an interfission?
Fine. Let's do an inefficient thing you said. 'Cause of fish. Be right back, you scrubs.
God, I love the interfission.
Begin interfission. There goes Solix.
See you later, buddy.
I very vividly.
Elevator stuck, my beloved.
I'm watching this in class.
Hang on, why were you showing Homestuck in class?
We just explained it was educational. Remember?
Internet's shitting itself right now.
Wait, no, I mean, like, did you show it in school?
I also read Homestuck. On
No,
my
I
phone
was
during
I was
class.
reading it in school. For like it was we all had like basically just read your assigned books and then write a paper about it every week, like what happened in your book. And I was my Homestuck was my book of choice, so I was reading.
I bet Sky fell the fuck down. Like, captor, I guess.
Class.
So,
What the fuck? I put guns on the fuck down!
I see.
Okay, thanks, bye.
He thinks bye.
But yeah, no, for some reason I thought that you were just reading out the entirety of Homestuck to your class like a presentation.
No! Oh my god, no!
And here, class. And here,
Like, I'm
class.
just sitting here is like,
I would
dang,
never do
that
to
sounds like a
them.
cool as hell school.
And here, class is the cherub sex.
Oh my. Cue the teacher frantically waving at you to cut the scene.
Wait!
The movie.
No, go past this part. In fact, never read this again.
End of
We're getting to the
interfission.
good part.
Oh dear. Anyway, where was I?
The heroine story ends and the villain story begins, I think.
Yes, that's right. It is with the predomination of her son that our heroine's Damn it. Sorry, my internet's bugging the fuck out right now.
You're alright.
I don't know what the issue
So-
is.
I might have to switch to my phone actually if it keeps
Okay.
this up.
I can hear the cat
Mm.
knocking over stuff
Yes,
in the
that's
bathroom.
right. It's with the predomination of her son that our heroine's story ends, and the story of our villain begins. Damn.
Did any of that come through?
Yeah.
No.
Unless, did you do this one?
Okay. God damn it. Hang
Because
on. I gotta
we heard
switch.
the last one.
Everybody sounds like they're having sex with routers right now, so I gotta switch.
Oh yeah, that's not.
That's just what I'm doing.
Oh my god, not on stream!
Well, now we're definitely gonna get
Straight
demonetized.
Straight up jorking it, and by it, I mean my peanuts.
And by it, I mean my Ethernet cord.
Right. You might have
I'm dying.
was-
This conversation is causing me like psychological damage.
I was about to say something heinous, but I'll save it for after stream.
After
Sorry,
stream,
folks.
baby.
The after stream after party, which I can't participate in because I gotta make dinners.
It's
Nor can
delicious.
Jason I.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make dinner.
Oh shit. What do you mean? Pearls. Pearls, you could have just joined.
There we go.
The chat was open.
Wait,
Sorry?
what's going on?
The chat was open. You didn't have to. You didn't have to have us drag you in.
I
couldn't join on my phone. It said it was locked.
Oh, weird.
I tried. But, as we all know, beginnings are not always so easy to pinpoint in Paradox space. One could say his story began the day he claimed immortality, or the moment his being was inexplicably confined to a juju, allowing him access to any realm in which his vessel would capriciously materialize. But for the sake of linearity, we may as well say his story began the day he and his sister hatched. Oh, ugly fucking thing.
I forgot what they looked like.
Would you love them if they were...
Oh, I'm gonna eat it. Gummy worm.
Gummy worm.
I would put it in a terrarium.
When a cherub hatches, the two undeveloped personalities mingle together in the same body. There is not yet a clear division between the two. It will then consume the eggshell for the vital nutrients it contains. The sugary snack is irresistible to the starving wiggler. Once it finishes its first meal, the two personalities will be pulled apart for good, and the child will pupate. The two halves then begin vacillating with their sleep cycles, as I described. As you might expect, the female child was as cheerful and friendly as could be. She took after her mother in every way, at least the way her mother used to be, long before she was hardened by centuries of isolation and obsessive pursuit of justice. And, to just as little surprise, the male child was an insufferable brat. It is just as well that cherub parents abandoned their offspring. Raising such a child by the familial standards of any race would be a monumental challenge. Nevertheless, it would seem there were those who tried. Details in my research suggest our villain had a number of acolytes operating in the shadows, preparing for his arrival. We will probably never know who these scurrilous conspirators were, but it is evident that at some point the cherub was locked in a room, either out of exasperation or for its own good, until it was old enough to enter the session. The children were left with everything a young cherub could ever want. Meat, candy, computers, a lifetime supply of special stardust, and, of course, their precious jujus. The acolytes had clearly gone to great lengths to harvest such items from all over the cosmos so they could lavish their young master with gifts. They may have been prisoners, yes, but if you ask me, these children were very spoiled. While the female was preparing for a collaborative approach to... Take it from the top, bitch. While the female was preparing for a collaborative approach to the game, the male was plotting furiously against her. He never had any intention of working with her. As far as he was concerned, the game was his and his alone to conquer. One day, he put his plan into motion. He had his sister's dream self assassinated on Prospect. The next time she went to sleep, she would never wake up again. When her brother woke up, he became the sole occupant of the body, and then freed himself from his chains and launched the session by himself. But this game was never meant to be played solo. Its format is inherently cooperative. The diversity of players, the combination of their efforts and aspects, this is what awakens the true creative potential of the game. Without them, a session will wither and die. If one enters alone, it completely alters the nature of the game. It changes its purpose. For a solo player, a challenging quest becomes an insurmountable one. A reward of infinite promise becomes a boon far more sinister. The gauntlet which the player must overcome is seemingly designed to be impossible. For all intents and purposes, it is not actually a game at all. It is a death sentence for any player foolish enough to accept the challenge. But it bears repeating. This was a very special cherub. He entered what is called a dead session. This qualifies as both a null and void session, but it is even less than either of those. Compared to a typical session, it is almost unrecognizable. Before the game begins, Skya is blotted out with a dark layer of clouds. Its light is extinguished for good. There is no planet waiting for the player in the medium. So instead, he brought it with him. But when he arrived, there was no heroic journey for him to embark on. There was nothing. No sprite, no consorts, no underlings. The land had no name. Those things all needed to be unlocked. To unlock his true quest, he was forced to undergo a series of excruciatingly tedious trials. Only then would the way to the planet's core be revealed. There, he would consult with the most monstrous denizen of all. And while such trials might discourage most players from even trying, our villain's response was quite the contrary. He was only emboldened by the mind-numbing chores. He took to them with gusto, as if performing them out of spite. With perseverance, he found the final door and unlocked it. Waiting for him on the other side was a terrible creature named... I never figured out how to pronounce that either.
Yaldabaoth.
Yaldabaoth?
Yeah.
Yep.
Named Yaldabaoth. His denizen would allow him a brief audience, one just long enough for him to make the choice. He looks so blubbery. Damn, dude.
Need sunglasses for that.
Honestly, that shit's bright.
The whole Yaldabaoth's on fire.
Also, the tiny Caliborn right here.
No denizen has ever been mistaken for pleasant company, but the self-proclaimed god of all monsters is notoriously inhospitable to his players. His choices are known for their wild extremes, and to this player in this session, he offered his most extreme choice of all. It was the choice between a path of conquest and a path of sacrifice. But this is putting it lightly. In a tongue only his player could understand, he described what the path of the martyr entailed. In short, it involves nothing. The player chooses to walk away from the temptation of power, to surrender all ambition, and to welcome death. In exchange for this pledge comes a promise. The player's sacrifice is assured to benefit all who will ever live. In death, the player would later be in the position to help bring an end to a force of unfathomable evil and destruction. A force which was unleashed, for instance, by someone who once opted for the other choice. Yaldabaoth then described what it meant to choose the path of the conqueror. It was a path for a more active player, to be sure. The player's mettle as a conquering force would be treated as... Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
Damn it. It's fine. One by one, he would have to conquer and destroy a number of planets spawned for him in the session. Each would be more difficult than the last. After then destroying all of them, his true land would then... What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys.
You're all good.
No, it's
So
okay.
good.
Okay. One by one, he would have to conquer and destroy a number of planets spawned for him in the session. Each would be more difficult than the last. After destroying them all, his true land would become unlocked. He would then return to face his denizen again and defeat him in combat. If successful, his reward would be unprecedented. He would receive the boon of unconditional immortality, where the resurrection would not be linked with the just or heroic nature of death. It is unclear how this boon would be awarded, since to my knowledge it is beyond even the ability of a denizen to allow this. But through whatever mechanism the boon is bestowed, immortality is only the beginning. Bless you.
Thank you.
The player is somehow also imbued with a limitless supply of power, enough to destroy anything he wanted for as long as he wanted. And knowing the villain of our story, anything he wanted would be everything, and as long as he wanted would be forever. Yes, knowing our villain, the choice he would make is quite clear. Knowing him, in fact, proves it could hardly be considered a choice at all. It was at this point the real game would begin. Skya would undergo a dramatic transformation, becoming even darker and heavier.
All right, Bryce, we need to start taking notes.
Soon, it would become a very massive solid sphere. It would begin to generate heat within due to rising density. The surface would begin to crack. The resulting explosion is known as the first break. From the primordial blast would emerge 15 planets for the player to conquer. They would scatter and ricochet at high velocity before settling into orbit in the medium. The break is a very violent phenomenon, though. Not all planets will necessarily clear the blast before the sky and debris settles into its final state. The vast amount of resulting matter then collapses into a black hole. Its gravitational pull is tremendous. Any object within range will be sucked in and destroyed. Those planets which settle into orbit will be safe for the time being. But in the case of our villain's session, 3 of the planets did not make it and fell back into the hole. This was a very lucky break for him. It meant that he would only have to conquer 12 planets instead. This bit of good fortune could very well have been the difference which allowed him to overcome a nearly impossible challenge. His task was to destroy all of these planets in order, each within a time allowance that gets shorter with every planet. To destroy a planet, first it must be conquered. He would have to overcome all forces of resistance on the planet and ultimately defeat whatever powerful underling ruled there. Then, much like he did to unlock the quest in the first place, he would have to travel to the planet's core. There he would retrieve a bomb and return to the surface. If he did not accomplish this in time, the bomb would detonate in this core, and the game would be lost automatically. The bomb is not powerful enough to destroy the planet alone. In fact, its purpose is not to damage the planet at all, but to move it. So, he must bring it to a designated location on the surface. When it explodes, the planet will be knocked out of orbit and sucked into the hole. Of course, he must make sure he has moved on to the next planet before this happens. He repeats this process for each planet until they are all gone. There is one caveat, though. He must skip the 8th planet. If he sinks that one before any of the others, it will result in the destruction of the entire session. Thus, it must be the final planet he conquers. Upon destroying the 8th planet, his true land will reveal itself. The dead planet will come to life, and there he must prepare for battle with his denizen. He may sharpen his combat skills, craft new weaponry, anything he can do to improve his chances against a very powerful endgame foe. Fortunately for him, he would not have to face the monster alone. By then, he will have accumulated a party of loyal minions. With each planet he destroys, he will be awarded a new leprechaun follower. If a planet was destroyed in the break, he will still be awarded that planet's leprechaun upon destroying the planet preceding it. Sort of like a 2-for-1 deal.
Wait, leprechauns?
Yes, John! I'm delighted to see you have pounced on what is clearly the most interesting part of the story thus far. Leprechauns are a very fascinating mythical race, although there is some dispute among scholars as to whether they are actually a breed of gnome. I can't say I blame you for being speechless. There are no doubt hundreds of questions swirling in your head at once about these wonderful creatures. Where do I even begin? You must forgive me. I find it very difficult to resist going on at length about them. I just think they're so great. For instance, I can and have given lectures for weeks at a time on their marvelous and widely varying magical abilities. More intriguing yet would be any medium to long-form harangue?
Yeah.
Long-form harangue on the topic, which their culture and customs, most of which revolve around luck. But most captivating in all, and the subject upon which I will now assiduously expound, would be the positively scintillating subject of leprechaun romance. I actually found a Reddit post that, like, genuinely thoroughly explains all of the fucking charms and the combinations and shit. I need to find it.
To send me
I
this.
need to read that.
I need to find it for you guys.
Leprechaun romance, please.
It was actually, it made a lot of fucking sense. It was really good. I need to find it for you guys.
Also, I'm gonna go turn on the lights real quick.
Cool.
All right. The problem is that when the subject of leprechaun romance is broached, our overly obsessive troll intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of admiration imaginable, which makes it hard. Hard to give it proper academic focus, I mean, because of how great it is. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Trolls have only 4 forms of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is what ultimately a superficial slice of what leprechauns consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, it's still just that. A single quaternary? Quaternary?
Yeah.
I feel so dumb. Oh my god, I need to open a fucking dictionary.
I don't think that's a real fucking word.
Are you sure? Because I feel like all of these are real words and Andrew Hussey's just smarter than me and I'm pissed off about it.
Hussey grew up in a house that was probably surrounded by nothing but like history books and thesauruses.
I'm pretty sure Hussey grew up in a house where their parent was a doctor. I think I remember that.
The man was able to like craft this entire story around coding techniques, which I am only understanding as I continue going to school for web design.
Did you guys know that Hussey made a I think it was a Photoshop plugin that literally is still used in the medical industry, and because he made that technology, they just keep getting money from the royalties of that.
You're like fucking with me.
No, this is a true fact. You can look this up.
Wasn't it? I thought it was his parents. Wasn't it?
No.
Or am I a fool?
I'd have to double check.
The more you know, I guess. Holy shit. Also,
it's someone. It's either him or his
crazy.
dad who made the
Also, I looked
Photoshop plugin.
I looked up quaternary, and it is a word, an adjective, definition consisting of 4 or in 4s.
Okay. Bro,
I figured.
Why are there 3 memes on my screen, and why are them getting
It's his dad.
ringed? Oh, it is his dad? Okay.
Yeah, his dad made color correction software.
Okay.
That's so sick. What the fuck?
Okay, so not Hussey themselves.
I was like, I know it's not that motherfucker.
I thought it was.
It's because we had a conversation about it at one point, and I was like, oh, he's a fucking like he was a spoiled kid, and everyone was like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's right, because he just did shit posts all the time.
Yeah. Also, the reason why 2 of these are get furthest ringed idiot is because fucking Grimbard Jade kept just motherfucking sending people to the furthest ring.
Furthest ring, idiot.
And then why John's sleepy on the couch is because John's sleepy on the couch.
Straight up schlump.
Doesn't even have a friggin' blanket. Get your shit together, John.
Straight
Hey,
up.
those PJs are
cold.
comfy. He's got some comfy God tier PJs.
A single quaternary concept, a concept usually denoted by 4 symbols. Heart, spades, diamonds, and clubs. Leprechaun romance is more complicated than that. Leprechaun romance needs 9 symbols. The 9 quadrants of leprechaun romance are considerably more nuanced than our quaint notions of romance, and certainly more alien. In fact, so conditioned is my own understanding of romance that I can't help but refer to them as quadrants, when in fact they are not quadrants at all. They are referred to as charms. One of the charms is characterized by romantic love, as understood by both trolls and humans. But after that, all bets are off. There is no division between black or red, concupiscent, or conciliatory. Instead, their charms comprise of a spectral continuum of more subtly varying types of relationships, most of which are established in mutual... Jesus Christ, this bitch! Pissing me off!
You have channeled the spirit of Mina.
This is just Pearl's struggles with words for God knows how long.
For probably about, like, what is it now? 20 pages? 30 pages?
Oh, fucking
this is
sorry.
impressive.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry for putting you all through this.
No, you do
No,
not
it's
need
all
to
good.
apologize. This is amazing.
Oh, God. I feel I'm fumbling so hard.
You're genuinely doing God's work.
You're unironically doing God's work.
What is that word? Chicanery? What is that?
Chicanery?
I don't know.
Chicanery.
Chicanery.
Where is that?
Yeah,
No, Sean Connery is an actor.
Okay. Such as the exchange of pranks, coy riddles, slapstick shenanigans, and games of chance. Furthermore, a pair of leprechauns is not limited to a single charm. A relationship may be defined by multiple charms at once. In fact, some of the most interesting relationships arise from exotic charm combinations. A stable relationship consisting of 3 or more charms is called a trove. These advanced relationships are often viewed as the ideal end result for a romance, much the way certain pairing rituals are for humans. No charm is specifically tied to procreation, though any type of relationship could begin waxing concupiscent. Fucking hell! I just said this word.
No, you got it.
You got it. Concupiscent.
Concupiscent? All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Waxing concupiscent, if Lady Luck should so decide. Certain charm combinations are known to be more conducive to fertility than others. If the leprechaun pair has been so blessed, they will begin an elaborative coupling procedure culminating in a lively mating jig. The jigs are specific to the charms, of course, similar to how different kinds of music lend themselves to various styles of dance. While their romance is endlessly captivating, leprechaun reproduction may be the most interesting subject of all, particularly from a perspective of detailed anatomical study, which I will get to shortly. But first it bears pointing out that while for humans, reproductive relationships are exclusively heterosexual, and for trolls they are bisexual, for leprechauns they...
Oh, sorry.
No, you're all good.
Wow, what a story!
But I wasn't finished.
Wasn't that a great story, everyone? Wow!
Thanks, Vriska.
You really liked it that much, Vriska?
Hell yeah! Oh my god, that leprechaun stuff? So good. Right, guys?
Wow. Well, I would be happy to continue then, if you...
Mindfang, have I ever told you how great it's been to get to know each other and team up on adventures and stuff? I really feel like you've helped me get in touch with my ancestral roots, mainly as a kick-ass storyteller. Ah!
I hit enter on accident.
Nope, I'm okay. It was like this whole part of my personality I was never aware of. Like the part that's compelled to just outright explain tons of really interesting things to people while sparing no detail whatsoever. It's made me feel a lot closer to understanding my aspect, as well as closer to you. So I just wanted to say, thanks.
Aw, you're welcome. I feel the exact same way about my time with you. You have really helped me get in touch with the true pirate within. I saw you the adventurous spirit I always wished I could be.
I saw in you.
Wait, hang on. Is it still your line next?
Oh, shit. You helped me finally understand the virtue in rationalizing questionable decisions and behaving unscrupulously for the greater good.
Stop stop. You're going to make me start tearing up. Get over here and give me a hug, Alpha Sister. Oh my god, freaking Mina.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, RNA is onto her. We love you, Aranea. Oh my god, Teresa.
Wine boom sound effects.
What Pearl looks like after reading all of that dialogue.
Yes! God!
Actually.
Okay, but guys, I'm probably gonna have to run off and start making dinner now.
Alright.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on here, you guys. It was a lot of fun voicing Vriska for you.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
You did really good.
Thank
did
you.
really
Yeah.
All right, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Who was that? Am I right?
Hey.
It's just a meme we have of just whenever
It's a running bit we've got going.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter how well I know the person. Just like, who was that guy? Am I right? You have to do it.
Who's that fucking Joker?
Yeah, honestly.
This goober.
All right, Gina.
Who?
You know, Vriska's ancestor. The friendly one who tells long stories.
Oh, yeah, her. I don't know I can keep saying all these ghost names, or keep all these ghost names straight. Fliptuna, Alan. Wasn't there Carlos?
Yes.
Fuck it, they were all named Carlos as far as I'm concerned. Wait, except Mina. She was a little forward, but whatever. This isn't the point. All I remember about my interactions with this circuit girl was getting cornered into these ludicrous monologues and then racking my brain for excuses to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, well, I was a little more tactful than you and actually listened, and let her talk me into something I shouldn't have.
She was just like, poof, and suddenly your eyes were better?
Yes.
What is she, some sort of magic fairy?
Yes. That's kind of literally what she is.
Oh. Alright. I guess her story checks out then. Good for her. But this doesn't seem like you... I mean, didn't you think you wanted your eyes... I didn't think you even wanted your eyesight back. I've never met anyone as chuffed about her own disability as you. I was always under the impression you felt like it was a big part of who you are.
It was! The moment she healed me, I knew I made a terrible mistake. But I couldn't take it back. Scroll, please.
Go.
I thought about it, like just blinding myself again and pretending it never happened. But even the way it happened originally was something special to me. I can't duplicate that. And even if I could, it still wouldn't be the same. I can't seem to forgive myself for being so stupid. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea to take the only cool and unique thing about myself and fix it. What was I thinking?
Whoa. The only cool thing about you... Terezi, I want to be understanding, but I can't get behind some of the shit you're saying about yourself here. What made you start unraveling like this?
I think it was when we started meeting our ancestors. And I thought they were all cooler and older and more interesting than us. Even though they probably weren't. They had a lot of problems and insecurities too. But I guess the kind that older kids have, and when you're younger, you don't really recognize them as problems. You look at those things as just part of what it's like being someone who's more interesting and grown up than you. Maybe since I'm not as young anymore, I guess I can see that now. But I was so stupidly awestruck by some people who were not so impressive in retrospect, and I made a dumb mistake.
Wait, we met all those people, like, kind of a long time ago? How long have you been hiding this from everyone?
I don't know. A year or something.
And I wasn't hiding it. I just didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, that's what hiding it means.
But you usually can't see my eyes anyway, because of my glasses. Duh.
I know, but not telling anybody this is still being a pointlessly secretive. You could have said, "Hey, Carcat, I fucked up and now I can see again. Maybe we can talk about this so I don't go into a tragic downward spiral and make you worry about me for no reason."
I'm sorry. I should have. But I was so ashamed.
And what about this clandestine black rum nonsense have you got going on with Gansey?
What?
Have you been dating him for just as long? Was he involved in that decision? Like, did he help talk you into healing your eyes or something?
How did you know we were dating? Did he tell you?
Oh my god, Therese, you're a fucking catastrophe. You used to be, like, cunning and considerably more intelligent than me, which I have no problem admitting. But this is ridiculous. Even if I didn't figure out myself, which I did because it was obvious, you are up here on the roof, lying unconscious in a pile of honk horns and Faygo bottles. I'm not a master of deduction, but unless you were recently stomped on by some sort of golem composed of garbage from a circus, it seems fair to say that you are officially down with the clown.
Okay. Yes. It's true.
Well, what do you have to say about it?
I couldn't get up the nerve to tell you about that either. In a way, I'm even more disgusted with myself for dating that asshole than I am for healing my eyes.
Then why are you doing it?
I don't know! I can't bring myself to stop seeing him. Every time I think I can't stomach the sight of his ugly face for another second, he pulls me back in. He's just so awful. He always knows exactly what to say to piss me off. Everything he does, his fake god-tier suit, his smug expression, the dumbass ways he butchers his sentences, saying shit like, "Oh, getting up his motherfucking honk on." Ugh! I hate it so much, but I keep coming back for more. He's like a drug, even more addictive than this revolting soda I can't stop drinking. I've had so much Faygo I can't even taste the color anymore. I just taste the sugar and the bubbles and the awful flavor it leaves behind, which just makes me drink more to wash it away. Until I feel so nasty I have to take a long soda nap, but I wake up loathing myself even more. So I just reach for another bottle. It is truly the wicked elixir.
Me too, buddy. Terezi.
I want him to be out of my life. He's just the worst thing that's ever happened to me. But I guess you can't help who you hate.
This is killing me, hearing this. I seriously wanted to weep actual puke out of my eyeballs from the story. How did this happen? I've got to say, I didn't see it coming if you told me sweeps ago and I wouldn't believe it. Like, if the writing on the wall was there, I sure as fuck didn't read it.
Yeah, it's snuck up on me. It didn't help that he terrorized us when we were hiding from Jack. Right under my nose, too. Somehow I didn't put the pieces together at the time and let him get away with murder. And gradually I started having these uncontrollable thoughts about him. Dark thoughts. And when I would catch a whiff of him in the corridors like he was taunting me, that just fanned the flames. Then we started talking shit with each other more and more. And he was so much nastier than he ever used to be. Way more than any of our friends ever were. One time he started mocking my blindness, which never bothered me when anyone else did it, but somehow, the stuff he said, I let it get under my skin. And combined with meeting a lot of new people I felt like I couldn't live up to. That's when I started reconsidering Arania's offer.
I knew it. I knew he must have had something to do with that decision, that slimy bastard. This is mostly my fault. If I wasn't vigilant enough with him and I let our more allegiance break down, if I kept a closer eye on him, maybe he wouldn't have lured you into a spiraling tent of shit.
No, you shouldn't feel like.
Or maybe it's Kanaya's fault. She's been a really good hospice. Maybe she could have prevented this if she wasn't so preoccupied herself. No, wait, it's actually my fault again. If I'd been on the ball and ostracized between her and Rose, she would have had the time to ostracize between you and Gamzee. Damn it! I always want to say how much about I always say I know so much about romance. Yes, I routinely underestimate its complexity. So now I only figure out what to do after it's way too late. God, I'm so stupid.
Shut up! I'm the one. It's no one's fault but mine. I'm the one who has to deal with it.
Yeah, okay. For what it's worth, he'll probably just break it off and leave you once we get to the new session. All his loyalties and priorities are totally warped now. I'm not even sure he really cares about it. What he really cares about anymore. But sure isn't any of us.
You think that he will leave me?
Yeah, I do. Whoa, what? Isn't that what you want?
No! I'd be devastated if you just suddenly ditched me like that.
Women, huh? No.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just...
Please. Oh my.
Can this marriage be saved?
No.
Okay, help me out. You're confusing me here.
I'd feel pathetic. And I guess a sick and terrible part of me doesn't want him to go. But if he does, I want it to be because I tell him it's over.
Wow. Alright, I guess that makes sense. Sorry. I'm just trying to be supportive here. But I'm not always sure what the right thing to say is. I'm doing my fucking best. This is complicated for me too. You're both my friends.
I know. I appreciate your intentions, Carcat. Maybe it would be better if you weren't sitting up there in that backwards chair while you talk to me.
Bryce.
You hadn't spoken.
You
What?
have a line before.
Oh, I know, I did. I said, what, why?
Oh, it didn't
Oh,
come
it
through.
just didn't come through.
Oh, what? Why?
Yeah, dude, you should probably ditch the chair.
What the fuck is wrong with my chair?
Or at least sit on it front ways, or offer her another chair. I don't know, it's kind of dumb affectation in this context.
No, look, it's casual and relaxed. Like, it visually conveys that my presence in the conversation is humble and non-threatening, yet frank and attentive. What the fuck do you want from me?
To sit on the goddamn floor.
Why should I squat on the dirty floor? What difference does it make?
So you can be on the same vertical plane with your friend while you exhibit compassion for her grody clown problem.
Dave, it's fine. Never mind about the chair. I don't care. It just struck me as a bit distractingly silly, that's all.
Okay, fine. Fuck the chair. Pardon me for making myself comfortable during a sincere heart-to-heart discussion with a dear friend in need. But the time has come for me to cease straddling this deeply offensive piece of furniture. Away with ye, four-legged temptress. Distract us no more with the most basic utilitarian form of creature comfort you supply.
Karkit just threw a tantrum about a chair. I think I just won Karkit Tantrum Bingo.
I love
What?
that Dave is just a fucking floating head throughout this entire conversation. It's one of my favorite things.
Make a fucking edit where it's like, he's like the fucking like what head from Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh my god!
At last, we are free of the accursed instrument of ass elevation.
Where did you even get that chair? Did you steal it from the common area?
Like everyone else ever, I happen to make a practice of cataloging items which might be convenient on a day-to-day basis. I say I'm strolling around and find myself in need of a place to sit. Bam! Suddenly a chair. And no, I didn't steal it. How can I steal something from the common area? Nobody actually owns any of that fucking furniture. That's why it's called the common area, you accusatory piece of filth.
Sounds like communism. Are you a communist or something? Actually, that makes perfect sense, what with your sickle and all.
Tommy cat. What are you talking about?
Wait, John has a hammer. Oh shit, it's all adding up. When we... Scroll. Ugh. Thanks, Mel.
Thanks to you, we can continue our read of Homestuck.
Yeah, thanks.
Your energy.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
I got it.
Come on, chat. Help me. Lend me your strength.
Okay,
Can't
Chet,
do
give me
this
that
without my
stupid energy.
friends.
Alright.
When we
Riku.
arrive, are you going to team up with John and seize the means production?
It's John! They put bugs in him!
What?
You appear to be jump-starting a factitious discussion about some sort of human or economic ideological framework without having the slightest clue that your vehicle is parked squarely in the nobody gives a fuck zone.
I'm just saying. First chairs, what next? See, I'm all about private property and pocketing dough. Do you have any idea how rich I am? I am a man of means, motherfucker.
What's your point?
Just don't come after my boonies, dude. Or should I say, Cargad Marks?
Oh my god.
You aren't being serious now. These are the words of a serious person. I was having a serious discussion like a big-time adult with my good friend Terezi. Your callous and nonsensical remarks are derailing this from the delicate subject at hand. Why don't you be useful and say something reassuring to our sad mutual buddy, you wailing jet engine of infutile that word.
It's a doozy of a word.
Oh, what the hell?
Stultiloquence? Stultiloquence.
It's stultiloquence. Again, that word.
Yeah, that word. I don't have much to say about this. I've kind of got to rescue myself on the matter. Or recuse?
Recuse, yeah.
Recuse. Kind of got to recuse myself on the matter. I'm all kinds of on record as being squeaked out by the idea of hate relationships. So I got no point of reference for gauging when one is fucked up and the way that's normal for trolls, or if it's fucked up because it's actually fucked up and terrible. This is like some ex-alien boyfriend prime directive shit. I can't intervene because I don't know what I'm talking about. But you do, so I guess keep going. You were saying some pretty good stuff before I started riding your jock about chairs. Whoa, Dave bouncing on it? No way.
Oh, no.
Hey, yo.
What?
You heard Bryce, Dave.
Did you just
the
call out
character in-
mods?
Dave, the character in the hit webcomic Homestuck, bouncing on it. And by it, he means...
His trampoline.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that Carcat has capsuled in case you need jumping purposes.
His best friend's a clown. Why wouldn't he need a trampoline?
Exactly.
Exactly. Terezi, do you see what I have to deal with? Actually, I guess you can with... Now, you can now literally see what I have to deal with. And experience it all due to empathy for the fact that I have a douche as a best friend.
Yes, I can see. The view from here is douche-tacular.
Thank you.
So that's it then. No advice at all, smart Alec. Why did I even bring you here for this intermission then? Anyway, as you were saying.
Vast Error narrated Spanish has said in chat, finally some Homestuck while playing Hypixel Skyblock.
Swag shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Right. What was the last line you said?
Why even bring you here for this intermission then?
Intermission?
That's oh, sorry, you were reading the line. Intervention. I mean, sorry, I misspoke.
It's not an intervention either. My ghostly head's all beaming out of this crab for moral support, yo. I'm in my homie's corner, even if he is a massive socialist. Terezi, I think, can probably figure this out. She grew up alone and blind in a forest. I think she will manage to bounce out of her juggalo phase. But yeah, Terezi, you should at least quit the fucking soda.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
Yes, I'll stop.
so you expect me to help you just like that? Just like that?
Sure. It's really gross.
Fine. Wait, that easy? He is very persuasive. I think we're missing the point here. This isn't just about an unhealthy obsession with a foul soft drink. It's about how you feel about yourself. You're barely functional right now. You can't even pick yourself up off the floor to put on a pair of pants. Remember pants, Terezi? You used to love pants.
Yeah, pants are pretty great.
You used to be a lot of things, and all those things were good things. But now that we're about to arrive, right when we need you the most, you do a sensational belly flop into a circus vet of your own tangy slobber.
Oh, please. What could you possibly need me for?
You're an important member of this party. You need to help stand up to Jack and whatever else is waiting for us there.
I don't think I will be very useful.
Well, not like this you won't. You gotta get your act together.
No! I mean, even then I won't be. I don't have much to offer even on my best day.
What about your mind powers, though? If you do need somebody with... what if we need somebody with mind powers to do some sort of mindy thing?
What mind powers?
You know, the ones where you flip a coin and something crazy happens. Okay, don't actually know how it works, but what about that?
I never developed those powers very well. And it's been a long time since I even thought about them. I don't think they're very valuable, honestly. In fact, all they ever seemed to do was trick me into feeling like I knew what I was doing. They actually made me believe I was in control of other people's fates. Not even to speak of my own. It was a really dangerous kind of delusion. And now it feels like the only heroic thing I ever did with those powers. Scroll, please. Was use them to justify killing my friend.
Huh? Oh, right.
And what's worse is, to this day, I'm still not even totally sure if it was necessary. I think I've lost the ability to tell if I'm being punished for what I did, or if I'm punishing myself.
Well, yeah, of course it was necessary. Even if it wasn't the morally right choice, or whatever, it was obviously something that had to happen. Excuse me. That's the cruel thing about Paradox Space. It systematically validates all your mistakes as necessary outcomes. Not even necessary for your own good or personal growth. It's always bigger than you. Like your errors in judgment are inseparable from the way reality has to unfold. So it never lets you forget about them, because they're all critical to the big picture, and your last flaws are like scars. Scars in space-time that'll never heal and will always serve to remind you that the perfect version of yourself you wished you could be can never exist. Because the survival of everyone you care about depends on him not existing.
I know all that. It doesn't stop me from wondering.
It's simple. If you hadn't killed her, you would have withered away in a doomed timeline.
Mel scroll. Yeah!
God, Mel.
And sometimes I wish I had. At this point, I think I would rather be the better person who made the right decision. Even if it also meant being the one to fade away forever.
Well, I wouldn't want to hear that. Does that fucking matter to you? Does that factor anywhere into your dreary existential equation?
You probably think I'm crazy. Just as crazy as you think I am for dating Gamzee, but I really miss her.
No, I don't think you're crazy for that.
And yet, if I ever saw her again, there's no way I could talk to her. So part of me hopes I never... Ow! Dave, you dick!
What? Don't blame me. I can't control the crab.
Act 6, Intermission 5, Intermission 3.
I can't control the crab.
Oh boy.
Approximately 20 minutes.
He's
until
back.
We must go pick
The
up
boys are back in town.
Wait,
back in town.
why did that planet give me 2 elves?
You calling them elves now?
Yes.
But the leprechauns, or gnomes, according to some baloney scholars.
They can be additionally referred to as elves, I have decided.
Caliborn's allergic to consistency.
Whatever.
Why are there 2?
Because of the 2-for-1 deal. You sunk the 7th planet on the break, so when you destroyed the 6th planet, you unlocked both the 6th and 7th elf. Now you're on the 8th planet. This one doesn't give you an elf.
It doesn't.
No.
What about a gnome?
No.
What about a leprechaun?
No. You get nothing.
Why not?
Because you're supposed to skip this one and destroy it last. You're just wasting time hanging around here. The clock is ticking.
All right. But first, I want to get the powers straight. Am I correct in assuming the powers keep getting more useless?
Yes.
Just as I suspected. I don't even care anymore. I just want to know. So, Orange Hat, we have established, just walks ahead of me all the time. No matter how far off he wanders and gets lost, I always seem to catch up with him.
Yes.
And Green Hat, he just has a doll with pins in it.
Yes.
What's up with that?
He has a doll with pins in it.
And?
And every time you get a new elf, he'll take another pin out. That's all I'll tell you.
Okay, got it. It's pointless. Moving on. Maroon Hat. I can't tell what his power is. What is his power?
He doesn't have a power.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
That's a new low, even for these shitheads.
The way you said it just sounded like Caliborn was like, oh my god.
Yeah. He's not a man who
Why
says
are
anything
you
small.
saddling me with these useless bitches? Oh!
But Maroon Hat is pretty smart. You can use him as a higher ranking henchman or something.
Being smart isn't a power. Plus, I doubt it. How smart can one of these imbeciles be?
You should talk to him and find out.
No.
Come on. Just a little friendly chat.
Fine. I will have a word with him. Very briefly.
Okay? Hey. Are you still talking to him? Wow, you guys are really going at it there. What the fuck could you be talking about for so long? This is getting ridiculous. The timer on the next cue ball bomb is ticking away.
Okay, I'm back.
And?
Maroon Hat is highly intelligent and personable. I have decided he is my favorite guy so far.
See? I told you.
I will give him some important responsibilities later. But I have not decided what.
Maybe he can hold on to something important for you.
Good idea. Like what? Oh, I know. My cow top.
No, not the cow top. That's dumb.
My gun?
No.
Oh, my candy.
No, you idiot.
Fuck you! If you have an idea, then just tell me what it is, puzzle man.
Look at the color of his head. What else do you have that's that color? Also, what object can you think of that's kind of shaped like a 7?
Oh, of course. A boomerang.
Okay, I give up.
I will make a mental note to secure a boomerang in the future. Yes, it makes so much sense to be a boomerang, thematically, because it always comes back around in one big circle, like all the time shit I'm supposed to be about. Okay, last question. Why is Purple Hat constantly dancing in my presence?
Yeah. I guess in retrospect, Purple Hat has always been pretty flirtatious, hasn't he?
What?
Maybe you should try to be open-minded, though. Have you ever considered a star-heart horseshoe relationship with someone? Maybe you'll discover that you've never truly experienced joy until you've been in a star-heart horseshoe with a dancing elf. Wait, let me fucking...
Man, what the fuck happened to Lucky Charms?
Honestly,
Oh, shit,
dog.
I gotta look for the post.
Caliborn has spiked his caltrop on the ground in disgust. End of Act 6, Intermission 5, Intermission 3.
Yeah!
Bum bum ba dun 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 dun.
God. Oh God, we don't have a Vriska anymore.
Hey.
Do you want to be Vriska too?
Yeah.
Debbie
Go for
Ryan
it.
hair tuck.
Hey guys, stop dragging your feet back there. You're falling so far behind, you're starting to look tiny and ridiculous. Ridiculous from here. The treasure should be buried just up ahead. Let's pick up the pace.
Excuse me. Some of us here have special needs. I think I will continue dragging my feet if you don't mind.
So will you just let Arania heal your eyes already and catch the fuck up?
No!
Okay, then keep bitching about it.
Hey, Aradia, was it?
Yes.
Can I ask you something?
Okay.
You seem pretty reasonable and you seem reasonable and pretty nice. So, I'm wondering, how do you feel about all this?
About what exactly?
About what Vriska and her pirate buddies are doing?
You mean searching for the weapon? I think it's a good idea.
No, I know. Of course it would be great to have an awesome secret weapon, whatever it is. I mean, how do you feel about the way they've been searching for it? By using all your ghost clone friends as bait, and getting the bad guy to blow them all up to reveal the way of the treasure.
That's probably the only way to find it. In my experience, the specific path you travel out here is very important. If we did not trace that exact path in that amount of time, I doubt we would have ever found the right location. In fact, it may have never been found by anyone.
Okay, yes. Let's assume it was the only way to find it. Granted. But, I mean, does that really make it the right way to beat him?
I couldn't say.
Well, how do you feel about it? Most of the other pirates seem cool with it, so I'm wondering if you feel differently.
It's probably necessary. And they would have embarked on this voyage whether I had come along or not. So I might as well join the fun. Isn't that what you did when you saw our ship?
Sort of. But I didn't know what you all were doing yet.
Yes, but once you found out, you continued journeying with us.
Yeah, but I'm just hanging out here because I'm asleep. What else was I gonna do?
Exactly! I don't necessarily share their point of view on the meaning of this endeavor, though. They consider this to be a great clash between good and evil, but I prefer to look at the coming battle as a matter of housekeeping. In the end, all loops must be tidied up. Even his.
Okay, but what about your friends? Don't you care about them?
Of course I do! I love all my friends.
Then why do you seem so cheerful when so many of them are getting zapped by lasers?
Do I seem cheerful about that?
Kinda.
I apologize if that's the way I'm behaving. It's not true, though. I think I look at death differently than most. And it is fair to say this attitude extends to death after death as well. I have learned to be at ease with the cessation of being in any form it takes. But I am not, nor will I ever be, in the monster's handmaid. So please believe that I would never take joy from the destruction of any soul. However, you must realize that it is only by the grace of the horror terrors that so many have been allowed to continue existing for so long. They have persisted for ages beyond their time, just as he has. As such, it seems to me his rampage is just another kind of housekeeping. While he rounds the ring undoing the work of the gods, we must prepare for his undoing as well, to ready the manor for the Lord's arrival, so to speak.
I'm sorry. Maybe I spaced out through some of that, but I'm still not sure what you're talking about. Maybe you could simplify it for me? Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I don't like to think of myself in those terms, but I do try to be nice to people.
Damn it. Okay, could you just maybe give me an idea of what it is you actually want out of all of this?
What I want? That's a pretty good question. I think I mostly want to see what happens when this whole place breaks apart.
God, I love that line. Can I just tell you how much I love that line?
Aradia is my goat. I fucking love Aradia. She is my favorite fucking troll in Homestuck. I adore her.
God, oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
Iconic.
Honestly. Ugh. Oh my god, you were all so insane!
Are you coming or what?
Yes, please come. I was about to begin one final story before we reach the treasure.
I'm gonna be so real. If we go on another Arania
I might
rant,
actually end it.
we're also getting like really close to the end of stream, and we're probably gonna be hella over. And so I say we just end it here. I think that was a great place to end. And
It's
we'll just
totally
start.
fair.
We'll start this next time.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you all
I
for
cannot
joining
believe.
us.
Just real quick, I cannot
Yeah.
believe that John would rather listen to Arania's stories rather than stick with Aradia. Are you fucking kidding me? You'd rather
Honestly.
hear this bitch yap for
Listen.
another hour and a half than stick with Aradia's so. I would love to hang with her. Are you kidding me?
If there is anything
This
that I
fucking
know
guy.
that I know about John is a weenie.
He is a weenie.
God.
You are indeed a weenie.
Weenie.
Weenie Hut Juniors.
God. But
where
anyway,
we should go.
thank you all for joining us for the stream. This one was fun. We got a lot farther than I thought we were gonna.
Yeah, you lowballed us, really.
I lowballed
You
us
were like-
real
Yeah.
hard. God.
Yeah.
My
but
voice
you
is
did.
going to be sore tomorrow because of all that carcat.
What you having for dinner? Lots of water.
Yeah. And a Subway sandwich.
Hey.
Nice.
Fucking Christ. But yeah. As always, I have been your host, Melanie Archer. And you can find me here at VOFT. Also, you can find me at Melanie Archer VA on both YouTube and Twitter. I am trying to get my the John Ruins a Wedding dub going again. I just haven't had the time. I need to keep going on that. Also, find me doing a whole lot over at Project Soundpage now, as well as you might eventually see me as Rose on Podfields, as well as last thing, voice directing on CSAU. So
Hell yeah.
Pearls.
Hi, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, all under the same name, Salted Pearls. And one thing I would like to tell everybody about that I probably should have been saying this whole fucking time I've been here is that I have a playlist on my channel labeled That's Me, full of all the videos that I have participated in over the years. So if
Ooh.
you guys want to go watch that, support some of the creators that I've worked with, that would be lovely, because a lot of people don't know that. I keep telling people to look at my That's Me playlist.
I wanna look at that. I wanna look at that one.
Oh, okay. I'll be very embarrassed, but yes.
Gino.
Hi, I'm Gino, or Sky, depending on where you know me from. You can find me mostly on Twitter, because I'm sure as fuck not calling it X. Usually Discord or your local watch list.
Reptile.
Hang gang, it's me, Reptile. You can find me on either Twitter or Casting Call Club, where you can find a lot of the projects that I have auditioned for and been attached to. I currently work with Rodubs, volunteer, but I've been in a dub of Super Paper Mario as Count Black and various other characters. I am currently part of a Mega Man Archie comic dub with a peer of mine, Joe McSqueezy. And I play Dr. Wily in that, in the Mega Man Archie comic dub we're doing. So I'm always looking to do more voice work. I have a lot of fun with it, and I have a lot of fun doing it with other people. So it's been wonderful to join the stream. So
Hell yeah. It was wonderful having
Hell yeah.
you. Brace.
Hi, I'm Bryce. You can find me as Technically Dead on most platforms, or Technical Deaths on Twitter, because Technically Dead was taken. I'm in a lot of projects. Find me as Solix on HSAU by Jojo Funk McLovin. I voice a bunch of characters in VOFT. I'm in, I don't know, is Friendsim still putting out, Friendsim 2 still putting out updates? I'm on that.
I think they just put out the last update recently. At least last time I was talking to Janaya.
I play High Imperator Petrus in Friendsim 2, and also Vicar, or Vicary.
I have heard that pronounced 3 different ways. I've heard it Vicar, Vicary, and fucking like Vicary.
You just said the same thing twice, right? That on the end. But,
Vicary. Vicary and Vicary.
okay. Oh, okay. I think Friendsim 2, he is Vicar in the notes.
Yeah, I thought it was Vicar.
Yeah. But yeah, I voiced that character. I'm gonna be in a couple of projects upcoming. Maybe. We'll see if it gets off the ground. Yeah. Thank you for coming along.
Hell yeah. Also, Vaster in narrated Spanish says, "Thanks. I'll keep listening to the HS2 dub after this." Hell yeah. Go watch our other stuff, guys. If you're sad that the stream is ending.
Yeah, you can go see me most recently in the Hive Swap.
Yeah, in the Hive Swap dub as
and with a less grating voice.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here. This was very fun. Thank you for sticking with us. And we will see you next stream. Toodles!
Bye. Hello.